Warning. Both stories could be completely made up, and we have no way to confirm that. Any and all names mentioned in the show are most likely fake. We at Campfire Moto Stories are not journalists and should not be considered as much. If you're offended by anything said or shown in this episode, we don't care, but we encourage you to voice your opinion so we can laugh at the fact that you can't control your emotions. This program contains full language, and I recommend no one to watch or listen to this.
The views and opinions expressed in the program are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the sponsor, any advertisers, or the sponsor's affiliates, employees, or partners.
Coming to you live from the Claremont Lounge in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Campfire Moto Stories.
Hey everyone, welcome to Campfire Moto Stories. I'm Anthony Bennett. I'm thrilled to have you join us today for our live show. This YouTube show / podcast is all about sharing amazing motorcycle stories, everyday riders like you. Whether it's an epic ride, funny mishap, or an unforgettable adventure, we want to hear it all. Today, we have some fantastic guests in the studio who we'll introduce in just a moment, where we'll dive into their riding stories. Plus, we have exciting segments lined up, including pre-recorded interviews, tech tips, spotlight a stolen bike, and stories sent in by you through website and or phone line. I'll have the phone lines on, so make sure to call in anytime, especially if it has something funny to do with our guest. Lastly, you'll get to hear an awesome story from my 5-year-old son about riding. May or may not be completely made up. But hey, 5-year-old can tell a great story, so can you. Don't forget, you can earn entries into our giveaway by participating in the show. Check out campfiremotostories.com for all the official rules, and by participating in any way, shape, or form, indicate that you've read the official rules, our terms. Let's get it started. Around the wall, another request, another wall, all I hear is I can't lie. I feel the strain, fall behind. All I
Oh, this song rocks. Turn it up a little bit.
You want me to turn it up?
Yeah.
Wait, there we go. Is that good? All right, yeah.
More.
I tested audio for a reason before we started the show.
Yeah, but now you're actually talking normal.
Oh,
Before
okay.
you were like,
Yeah.
is
That was
this okay?
test. Hey, welcome to Campfire Moto Stories. I'm your host, Anthony Bennett. And I've got some
mine?
family. Yeah, that one's yours.
There it is.
Yeah.
I like
Is that better?
Yep.
All right. You know, you're well into your 40s now, so I can understand your hearing. It changes.
What?
So
Okay.
obviously, I've got some family members of mine, and they came for Christmas, and it was yesterday we were at the track, and I was like, oh, yeah, TJ, we're doing a show. So
There's
everybody
a room
else
full
knew.
of good-looking people right here, though.
Best. Yeah.
Some short motherfuckers, but
It don't matter.
you know.
You know what though?
The
We're
bees.
best looking elves. This side of Santa's
guys
workshop,
are
right?
busy, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah, you finally get your after Christmas break, and now we can do the show. That's why you guys were able to come into town.
For sure.
So first, I want to thank the people that helped bring this show possible: MX201 Track Design, Innovative Mechanical LLC. Goddamn, one of these days I'll get it right. And Hard Knocks Racing. So thank you guys for coming on. I think we're gonna have some cool stuff for next year. I've got some things in the works, so we'll see how that all plans out. Really?
That's how it works, right?
Can you stop touching the mic? This guy right before coming on, he's like, "What's with all these cables? You can't do Bluetooth." And so
No, you do a good job. I like this.
no, now it changes.
Yeah.
So since you're giving me the most shit anyways, I always like to start with an icebreaker. And Steven, at the end of the Dade City show that we were talking about, he let his icebreaker out. So instead, the icebreaker is going to be on you. And I want to talk about how we used to go around the malls very immaturely when we were in high school, and we would fake Tourette's to fuck with people.
Oh, yeah.
So we just walk next to people. I don't know if you know about this, Dad.
No, I hadn't heard that.
But yeah,
one
by
yet.
the way, my 2 cousins and my father are in the show. So we would just and just be like, yeah, just like scare people. No shit, this is a good laugh. So Timmy Baker, you remember him?
I figured that's where this was going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He didn't know that he actually has Tourette's.
No. I had no clue.
You did.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're sitting at Timmy's track in Riverview, and Timmy, do you remember? Like,
Oh, yeah. They were sitting around smoking, and I seen you do it once or twice or something. Then I seen him do it, and I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah. or whatever. sure. Not real. I thought he was just like one of Anthony's buddies doing it too. Like, come to find out, he is like the originator, and totally embarrassing.
I can
had
tell
to
you
look
right
over
now,
at me
before we
like-
get into this, I have failed as a father and an uncle.
So we're on the drive home, and I said to TJ, I was like, yeah, it's crazy like how just Timmy will have Tourette's and he'll act, like spit it out because we joke around and fake it, but like his is legit. And TJ's like, what do you mean? It's like, yeah, no, he has Tourette's. He's like, you're fucking with me right now, right? And I was like, no, he has Tourette's. Like it took like 20 minutes of being like, no, Timmy has Tourette's, for him to finally understand. And then he's like, oh, like doing the whole, oh my God, I can't ever go back there. We can never go back to Timmy's again.
I was wondering why the guy was giving me these looks.
Well, you know what? Knowing Timmy, he has dealt with that, and he would take it right off the shoulder, you know?
Yeah.
Great kid. Great guy.
Yeah, to us, he was like an old man, though.
Yeah.
Like he was mid-30s at that point, but still one of the baddest dudes
Oh
around.
yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, he was a cool dude. Just long, curly, blonde hair, surfer like that, fucking burning one, and then just go like hit an 80-foot double and land in a nose manual, like all the way down
Oh,
the
yeah.
landing. Like just incredible.
Yeah, you'd never been to Timmy's track, but
He's
there
insane.
was like crazy jumps out there. It turned us into men, and maybe snapped a few bones and wrists
And babies, yeah.
So that's where it started, huh?
Oh yeah. So the next one I want to talk about is, and I fully blame you for this, even though we both got grounded for a long time,
This should be good.
is Ronnie taking the FZR 600.
Oh, the black and yellow bike, our basket case bike.
Yeah. So
Oh.
you remember the FZR 600 that we got?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're sitting around, and I think we were just riding it around the block.
Mm-hmm.
No, like, oh yeah, we just got this thing running. Try it out. So I ride around the block, like just a little one in the old neighborhood. And then TJ rides around the block. Maybe somebody else does too. Ronnie is gone for 20 minutes. And we're like, oh shit, he crashed. So we're riding bicycles around looking for him in the neighborhood. No, it turns out that his dumbass went on the main street for, what was that, Ehrlich?
Yeah,
right?
Ehrlich, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Tampa. And just happens, I don't think you know this story, happens to stop at a light right next to Mom and Granny
Oh, no.
with no helmet on,
Oh, great.
Great. Yeah.
and then comes back after we're looking for him. We're like, are you okay? We're looking at the bike. He said, yeah. Oh, man, we're in trouble. I was like, what do you mean we're in trouble? And then we just had to wait for, we didn't have cell phones. Yeah. Yeah, we just had to wait for hours until you get home and Mom and Granny get home, and we're coming up with stories of how this could all happen. Ronnie's disappeared on us at this point.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, he realized he messed up. He's gone. And yeah.
Wouldn't it have been great to have that Find Me app on there where you knew how much time you had to make up that story? Yeah.
No, but I just remember being so mad at him. And then me getting, I think we got grounded for 2 months, right? We could, no trucks, no TV, nothing. And then I remember Ronnie's dad coming over too, like playing all innocent, like this dude, like,
Chris.
yeah, he was an instigator. He was not maybe the best role model. He maybe could have made better decisions of letting us hang around him. But anyways, failed as a parent again, you know, like we talked about.
Again.
But yeah, I remember him coming around like, you know, we don't let him ride street bikes. We don't let him ride without a helmet. I don't know, like, what got into him. And I remember looking at him like,
Well, Chris was really good at that, like acting like a parent because he had to, but it was like so fake coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, I just remember, what was he grounded? Maybe a day?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah, a day, maybe. We were grounded for like 2 months or whatever. Yeah, I was pretty upset
So
about
can
that.
Can I go somewhere with this real quick?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, you can't ground me anymore, so this is going to be wonderful.
But you got kids,
You
and I
had-
can fill them with
no,
all
you had a
kinds of
little
stories.
moped.
There you go.
You had like a little moped in the garage, and I didn't have my license, and I'm pretty sure you knew I was taking it out because every time I would go to get it, there was something else that was stopping it from running, and I. the one day, like, it took me forever to figure it out, but I took it down Ehrlich and then like went to the mall and then come back, and then after that, like, there was no way I was able to fix it. I wasn't supposed to be driving it, but I was. You know, I take it for little cruises.
You probably broke a different thing every time you took it out.
No, I thought for sure you knew I was doing it and was like,
I probably did.
which
Maybe I did.
segues into one.
Of course I knew it.
One more thing. This one's way better.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So there was a ski-doo. We had a jet ski, right?
Yeah.
You guys were on vacation for like a week. So before that, we had gone to a beach. A lot of us, I don't remember what beach it was, but Ronnie was with us, and me, Anthony, and Ronnie were doing the whole like going 30, cutting it, and then it was just throwing us off, and we were skipping across the water. And then one time I went like full speed, and Anthony just looks at me like, TJ, don't you do it? And I just did, like tapped out at like 56 miles an hour. Underneath the water, I see the jet ski just flipping over top of us. He was so pissed.
I don't even remember that.
Oh yeah, no, it was amazing. You were so mad. But anyway, so we had this jet ski. You guys were gone on vacation for the week. I used to party with a group of guys, and we were all going to go to a beach and party. And they were talking about this one place they wanted to go, but they couldn't get access to the boat, and it's on an island. And I was like, why have a jet ski that I could get a hold of parked in my backyard? Yeah, so we pulled up. We drove like 3 hours to go to this place that they said was like the most amazing island everywhere, all these hot chicks and stuff. And we go to start it up, and it kind of starts to roll
it's
over.
Florida. How hot can they be?
It kind of starts to roll over, but then it just wouldn't. And we spent like 2 hours trying to like figure out what the hell was wrong. And there's a group of like 8 dudes all ready to party, beard up, you know, just having a awesome pregame party. And then we can't get to this place we're trying to go. Come to find out, what happened was like Anthony or somebody cleaned out the jet ski, and they left a rag in it, and a rag got sucked up into it. Yeah. Oh, these guys were so mad at me. It's not even funny. Like, it ruined our friendship.
Epic fail, huh?
Yeah, epic fail. And I was so deserving too, because like I shouldn't have done it. I knew better, but you guys were on vacation, and I just wanted to have a good time.
Wonder where we went that time.
What vacation? I never remember.
They were
them
gone
taking
for a
vacation.
week or a weekend or something. Anyways,
we went to Europe. We went to Holland. Was it that time?
Oh no, it was when
you went to
come
Holland
back.
in '92 or '91 when you broke your leg and arm.
No, I remember you guys walking in the door at night with your skis. Like,
we went to
Connecticut.
Colorado, went skiing.
Oh, Colorado.
Yeah.
Mm.
What age would you have been at this point?
That was like when I was 19. It was later in life.
Huh.
When I moved back when I was 18.
What was it, 18? I thought, well, no, that makes sense because I was about 16. You're 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that adds up.
Well, you're 85, right?
Well, all I can say is all the stuff that I didn't know about or didn't catch you guys doing, I may not have, but I sure caught a lot of it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
And just didn't say anything?
He's
Oh, yeah.
He
What's
probably has the
wild?
most patience of any of
Anyone.
them.
Yeah.
Oh, he's,
Yeah. What's wild is how Megan and I have talked about this, like all the shit that we did as kids, sneaking out and all this stuff. Like, that's not gonna happen for kids these days. Like, in a way, I kind of feel bad for them. Like, there's no way for them to really get away with stuff.
Oh, they have
don't
other
think they
things. You
have
just don't know it yet.
Oh yeah, they'll invent something.
Yeah. And we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, funny, the next thing on there is what other stuff that our parents didn't know about.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, this is a setup. I can hear it now.
no, not really so much a setup, but I just remember, like, taking dirt bikes and riding them to the park. We weren't supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And I do remember riding your 02 YZ250F enough around where you were like, why is this tire bald? And I'm just like, man, I don't
Riding around
know.
straight.
That's wild. Yeah, how did that happen?
Gee.
You know, what I just thought of too. This is one of the things that I love doing the show is just you bring up memories, right?
Mhm.
I remember you had some big black dude, some friend either that you worked with when you're doing fences and stuff, come over, and you told him, like, if you can start this bike, you can ride it, his 02 YZ250F.
Uh-huh.
He
'Cause that was when they had the
because
hot start down here.
No, the hot start and the
Yeah.
compression release, where you had
But
to
the-
start it like at 500.
Yeah,
Like, you got to
exactly.
get it past, you got to kick it.
Mhm.
But he was so massive and big, he literally, on the first try, kicked past the compression release, or the compression, fired the thing up. And TJ's just like, oh God, I didn't. No, I think the guy didn't ride it. I'm pretty sure he didn't. Or maybe
I don't
he
remember
did.
bringing, because the only black guy I remember was the guy, it was like the next neighborhood across the street, but then over on the side of like where, was it Publix over there, or Little Caesars Publix?
Yeah, there used to be a Publix over there. Yeah.
So there was a really big black dude, like 500 pounds. He had a Mustang and he had like a CBR.
Maybe. Yeah, I could see that being him.
I know you told me you didn't want me around him or something like that.
I'm sure he wasn't. the
Maybe
only
he
one.
came around and did that. I don't remember that.
You were, you know.
Yeah.
Can you? Can you name a few of them at this point?
Mm-hmm.
We're talking like 25 years ago now.
Yeah, probably not. I'll think of him.
Break out the old list from somewhere.
Right. What was something you used to do that like you definitely weren't supposed to be doing, but you?
Well, before you go that, because I've got stories to bring up from that,
Okay.
as where he was very forgiving and like would let things maybe slide.
Mhm.
His dad just didn't give a shit
Oh.
and would let
okay.
him kind of pretty much do whatever.
Well, yes and no. I mean, because I only saw my dad every other weekend or so.
Yeah.
And then over the summers. So I got a little bit more leniency out of him. So as long as I kept my grades up, I was pretty much allowed to do whatever I wanted to do because I was a good kid. But yeah, he would definitely come down hard on me if he found out some of the stuff.
No. Okay. Okay.
No.
I turned off the mics for that one. All right.
Well, all of them.
Yeah. Pretty
Okay.
much.
All right.
Well, it was, and the funny thing is, it wasn't even really him. It was
Liz. Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the things that you spoke about, which this was before we even get into that, I think we should maybe play some of the videos that we got from yesterday. So TJ hasn't ridden a dirt bike since probably 2003. So we took him to Itchikani yesterday, and
Do you at least have his helmet cam?
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
we
Well,
we-
you think you look good on that one?
Yeah,
Oh, he looks
but that
great.
was also
He looks
my last
great.
run
They say
too,
it.
though. Like I literally could not hold on to my bars at all.
Uh huh.
I couldn't.
So the one that I wish that we'd have gotten, which I thought Megan, when she said she recorded it, she got it, is literally he's picking his bike up and I'm just walking to him, just doing this. And I'm walking that way for like 20 seconds. Probably people are looking at me like, what's going on? And I just see him go,
Mhm.
yep. All right. So
Well, I mean,
Yeah, he was-
like
he was
I've got a
driving on
guy
both of us.
filming me, and I'm like trying to go full throttle. Previous rounds, I had noticed when I was getting hand fatigue.
They're called
because- Well, laps. Well, no, they were not just laps. You know, they were different sessions.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I could feel the hand fatigue coming on because it was correlating to like the burn and the pump. The last session, I didn't get any of that. Like I just couldn't. I'd go to squeeze or do something, and it just wouldn't work.
You shouldn't have burning pump. Look at these things. They're
That's
like,
what I
they're like
thought.
open
I
stomach,
know. I'm
man.
like, oh, I arm wrestle.
Popeye the
I'm gonna be
Sailor
able
of
to
everybody in the
fucking-
family here.
are those arms or those tree trunks you got there?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Hold up those things. Yeah. Yeah, like
Yeah,
a
look at those
professional arm wrestler.
wrestling
Ugh.
championship
Or-
weapons. right there.
My strong.
Is it arm
my
wrestling or
strong hands.
masturbation?
Oh, it's
I
both.
think it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So here's this video that Steven got from his GoPro.
Oh, this is the first. Yeah, I'm all like, gotta go way faster today.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed too. I was like, damn, he's moving. I gotta keep up. Let's go.
That section was pretty gnarly. Like the last two.
And I told myself not to hit any jumps.
Loser!
That was just kind of a comical fall, honestly. Like I feel like that's how I look every time I fall down.
And what was great is the inside rut on that. I literally caught up to Steven lapping him, and he's in that rut, and I'm like, "What are you doing in this rut? Like you shouldn't be in this rut. You should be on the outside." And he just,
Yep.
almost the same
thing,
way.
yeah.
And then what did I do as I went by you?
Yeah, loser.
Well, like it was funny. It was weird there because I felt like I had an opportunity to give it power to come out of it. And my front wheel seemed to be hooking up, and then it just wasn't. And my back end just.
So what happened here? Because it seemed
No,
very similar.
This is when I literally could not hold on to my bike at all. Like I was picking when to go fast and when to go slow on this. That's the same thing. Like I went to go power out of it because I don't like keeping full power all the way around to the end because I don't want to risk like my front wheel not tracking at the end of a turn and me going off the track. So I try to cut it a little bit before, give it power, and it just didn't happen.
So the
Look at
power
that girl.
stayed behind.
Oh, look at that clip right there. Troll Collier.
No.
It's amazing.
It's AI.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Watch it again.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Hey, either way, it's good.
Yeah. I can't play things that don't have people's permission on
Oh,
either.
okay.
So, and that's not even Troy's. But yeah. So also another funny thing. He forgot you can't let a motocross bike just sit and idle. Like I
Oh,
pull
yeah.
up to the track and the bike's just idling. And I'm like, "Where's TJ?" And Megan goes, "I don't know." I was like, the bike's just idling. And I was like, reach over and I turn it off. I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, I don't know. I thought he just like walked to the trailer. No, he went to the bathroom, letting the bike idle. And I know you mentioned something to Steven, and he said, "Oh yeah, I've done it." But did you see the video? This video's gotten how many views so far?
2.8 million.
What? Of what?
Yeah, his dumbass.
Yeah.
Well, that's how
I've
new
only
I
had this
am.
bike
to
for like
this.
3 weeks at this point or something.
Where's the? Oh, here we go. The volume's the best part.
What the fuck?
The funniest part to that is the panic.
Thought I cooked that motor.
So he sends me this video, right?
Oh,
Just
that's when it overheated.
yeah.
Oh.
So he's idling it for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, and it was the ECU wasn't aggressive.
That shouldn't matter too much.
On
Well,
the
if it
CRFs, it makes them hotter.
Well, I
In the
can see
manual,
that.
it tells you not to
So, yeah,
idle it.
he sends me a text of this, and I go, "You fucking idiot!" Right off the bat, and he goes, "What?" I was like, "How long are you sitting there idling?" He's like, "I don't know, minute and a half." I was like, "You're a fucking dumbass." And then yeah, he posts the video and fucking blows up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been reposted, shared all over the place. I wouldn't be surprised if it shows up on Ridiculousness
So
or
is-
something at some point.
As soon as it's done.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
over finally. Yeah. Yeah, as soon as that happened, I was thinking about that video. And then when he told me earlier, I was like, "Oh, he hasn't seen the video yet."
Well, I just wanted to make sure it was warm because I was so new to it that I was like stalling it on go at first.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
why.
We can tell when you're lying.
So the next story I wanted to hit on is something I completely forgot about until you brought it up, and that was the finger in the sprocket.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
that's
walk
on
us
my
through,
list.
walk us through that one.
So I had mentioned we were going to talk about weed. This is kind of one of those stories. So we go over to Ronnie's house, and they have like an old jet ski trailer with wooden walls. And the
Oh,
way to
God, I
get 3
forgot
bikes
about
would
that
be to
thing.
put 2 in forward against the walls, and then the middle one would be backwards. So me and I think Ronnie or Anthony, we're loading up backwards. We got the swing arm, and we're going backwards. The wheel hits the back of the trailer. My hand slides forward, and then someone is still like rolling it, and my fingers catch the chain and roll in between the sprocket.
I think it was me.
Yeah.
I think it was me that was
I
pushing it
remember when
because
that
it-
happened.
Yeah.
Because I remember, like, when
yelling,
you had
like,
it, I was
"God,
like,
stop."
what is the big deal? And then I was like, oh God, his fingers in the sprocket.
Oh,
So I had 2 indentations, and I mean, you can still see where it's kind of messed up, but yeah, that was not fun. So I didn't ride that day. And then I don't know if you knew this, I'm guessing you did. Ronnie's dad smoked a lot of weed, and so did Timmy. And they always had, like, we called it old man weed. It was like ridiculous. It was Ronnie's house. Anytime you would open up the door, it smelled so strong of it that your mouth would just start like watering.
Gotta
So,
find some chips or
oh no, like your mouth was way too dry to eat. And so we go to Timmy's track. I'm not able to ride, and then we like smoke more weed. And he's got a little island, or well, a pond in the middle of his track with a little island. I just thought it was a good idea to go try to swim to the island. And it was not that far, but I was like so high. I thought I was going to drown. I was like, this is way further than I thought. I finally made it up, and that's when like they're sitting up there smoking, and I'm like walking up drenched, and Timmy goes, "Rrr," and then I like fucking do it too. And that's when I embarrassed myself.
Actually, just found the picture of his old track. I'm sending it to my email right now. Damn it! There was something that you just said that made me think to like delay this while I was sending that. Oh, jeez, what was it?
I thought I was the old guy.
Yeah, ADD's kicking in. Sorry, I'm doing too much. That's why I need my buttons and the
Yeah.
things and
your
the stuff.
googly eyes.
Yeah. Oh,
But that same day, you hit that 80-footer for the first time.
oh. After the step on, step off, you make the right.
Was it you or Ronnie? I don't know. It was a big deal.
He
Like
had
his
some
big
massive
jump
jumps out there.
Like the one along the back.
Oh,
straight
I
shot.
know what I was gonna say. You're not the only one who's done that. Swam something that thought you were gonna die. We're
Yeah.
getting away from motorcycle stories. Dad?
Oh, I made that. There was no trouble with that. We were over at Birch State Park in Fort Lauderdale, and I was on the swim team, of course,
Mhm.
and had my buddy who wasn't on the swim team. We decided to have a race across the Intercoastal and back at Birch State Park.
Mm.
Oh,
How far is that of a
it
swim?
was far, but I was in good shape. I was on the swim team, So, we dove off the concrete wall, swam to the other side. There was yachts going up and down, and hit the other side, turned around, swam back, and he almost didn't make it.
Mm.
But I had no problem.
Wow.
But getting it pulled up with all the barnacles on the side of that concrete wall, pulling me up over, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
He got pretty scuffed up in his feet, but yeah, I won. That's all that
That's
mattered.
That's all
Pretty
that matters.
impressive. Holy
Absolutely.
crap.
No, I remember the story that you told me when I was little of just being like, oh yeah, we tried to swim this and it just, yeah, it's not a good idea. Maybe
Oh, it
try
wasn't a
not-
good idea, but I won. And,
I don't remember there being a race to that.
They were built
Yeah.
different back then.
in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
imagine that.
They all wore really awesome short shorts.
Dude, those
Super
things are
aerodynamic.
coming back. I see kids in them now, and
Mm.
I'm just like, what are
Yeah.
you doing?
We go to a costume party, you dress up like that, and then everyone's normal in it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You're
so
supposed to dress up.
here we go.
Bring it
This is
back.
Timmy's old track. So I found this just a few years ago. So,
Well, it's not even a track.
no, he got rid of the track a long time ago. But
You
Think-
couldn't swim to that island?
I know. I wanted to bring that up, but I didn't want to like hog all the talking. No, I just was so high.
Oh, okay.
so
Why was that messed
Timmy's
up?
shop was here.
I'm
This
so
is
high,
the
I can't
house.
swim anymore.
I remember the track vividly. So right here was a double. You'd make a right. You come around. I think there was another small double, another 180 turn, like a 60-foot double.
Yeah,
went
that was
here.
the one that he did the endo on. He doubled it and landed in an endo.
and then it was a double section.
Yeah, like whoops, but
Yeah.
doubles. Yep.
And right there's where I broke my wrist.
Mm-hmm.
So you made the right. You had to step on, step off.
Yep.
You
And
came
then
down
the
this
big-
way. And
big
this was
jump.
the big one that he
Yep.
built. So that was like 80 foot and then land into another maybe 60 foot and then like 50 foot and then made the right.
Yeah, there was
But-
a big berm down there.
But we're, what, at best beginner level and going for these jumps. And they were
Well,
not
you were
forgiving.
doing the big double along the left side.
Yeah.
Just fine.
Well, that was after I had snapped my wrist. That was
Yeah.
before you actually came back to Florida. All right. What's some of the next ones that I remember? Okay. So I recall my first riding memories at Dade City. And the earliest one that I can remember is we went, I feel like it was a Saturday night. Either there was a Saturday night race going on, and oh, Andrew's texting me. Did I check the live text or chat?
Oh boy, I bet that's
Uh-oh.
yeah.
great.
He's
We're
going to bring
getting
up
to
a
that.
story you forgot about, I bet.
Maybe.
Is
Maybe.
this a Fight Club chat? Is that it? That's all you got? Come on.
True. Come on, dude.
Oh, jeez. No, the next one's better.
What is it?
Andrew said, "I won a swing race when I was a sperm."
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that's
Good
that's
on you,
That's our
Andrew.
uncle. We all won
Good
won
on
our
you.
first race.
Yeah.
All right,
To this day, I
true.
think it's still the only
where the
one I
hell
won.
was I?
We're all winners.
Yeah.
What about your first race?
Earliest memory? No, not just race, just going there.
Dade
So I
City
just
race.
remember going like a Saturday night. We stayed in a blue tent, like an old school tent, obviously, and then waking up and getting to ride like a Sunday practice. It wasn't a Sunday race.
Right, yeah. He a lot of times had Thursday night was practice, Saturday
Mhm.
night was race, and then he would open up the track on some Sundays for practice
Yeah.
too.
So I remember, and this is how it was set up for us. It's completely different now. They had the long table. So the Sunday race, either coming in or going out, was like a big table. But in the night race, it would go one way, turn around, come back the other way. So the earliest thing that I can ever remember is actually it was going up and then going to the day track and not being able to get up the lip.
Mm.
And just going up part way because I wasn't giving enough on the
coming back down.
PW50 and just crashing. And then you just like, you're not ready. And then TJ jumps on.
Oh, let me tell you something.
Gets up it.
I remember that like it was yesterday.
Oh, here we go.
He
He got
got-
the memory.
The first time we put him on a bike, all he knew was
Full throttle.
win, full throttle. I mean, it was like Ricky Carmichael when he was racing back then. I mean, you know, at
Yeah.
Dade City, he just had it on the gas the whole way, and you'd figure it out. You know, you were going as fast as the bike could go. You'll figure out the turns and the jumps while you're doing that.
Mhm.
He was on that bike. He was just going to catch anything that was in front of him. Oh my gosh, kid's going to kill himself. You know, I'm going to be at fault.
So you had him doing that, and then you had me, and we were just like, disappointment.
Well,
Well, you were also 2 years younger.
yeah,
there's a- there's a
wasn't
difference
a disappointment at all. It was like expected. I mean, you know, and you never know what someone's going to do till you put them in that situation, right?
Mhm.
Oh, so to make me feel better about myself at the back then. So you were just like, oh, this is normal. He's retarded. Right?
No, you
Yeah.
know,
Is that
I
it?
think
Yeah.
it was. This is normal. This is the opposite extreme. You know, it was like extreme one direction, extreme the other direction. You know.
No, I can remember actually watching you do things when I was little, and I was just like what? What is he thinking? And I don't know if I feel like it did push me a little bit over an edge. Like I always feel like the younger kid washes the bigger kid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
right.
that's the way it always. That's the way
And
it's
then
always
just, like,
been.
wants to
Always
go
will
level.
be.
But I feel like to an extent too, I would watch him do things and then wad up, and I'd just be like, nope. So I don't know if it helped or hurt me with that case, but yeah. So
Well, I mean, we used to build some pretty extreme jumps for our BMX bikes out front. You know,
Mhm.
we had some fun. We jumped some crazy shit. You know, like
Mhm.
some cans or something.
I do remember how pissed off I was that he wouldn't let us go in the woods of the park.
Oh,
right?
the park.
That's
Oh,
where-
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the old neighborhood we grew up in had like just dirt piled up at the entrance.
Yeah, all
at one
sugar
point.
sand, pure sugar sand.
Well, we brought in plywood, we brought
Mhm.
in
Carpet.
carpet, yep, brought in things like that, and it just we had some really cool jumps. And I remember like we'd have to like one of us would always be on the lookout
Mhm.
to make sure he wasn't coming to the park to check on us because we weren't allowed to be in the woods, right? So we'd just be like, I think I see him. And then we'd all like hustle out of the woods and we're just riding around the
Oh, yeah.
field.
Yeah,
then have to
around the
go-
field,
yeah,
exactly.
And
yeah.
then, oh, hey. Because the field actually had like, you would exit it and had like a little pop coming out.
Mhm.
And that was something on the drive home from the track yesterday we were talking about because I told him when at James's funeral was probably the last time I was in the neighborhood and driving around to see the things that to us were
Yeah.
that big, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, they're like that big.
That first
Well,
jump.
Joey-
Man, it was huge.
Yeah.
No, Joey and I worked on them for a while, and they were pretty big.
Well, I just meant around the neighborhood, like
Yeah.
the little
Oh yeah,
root
Like the
jumps that would
curbs
develop
and-
out of
yeah.
the sidewalk and that kind of stuff.
yeah.
All I can say, it's a good thing that I had friends that were Hillsborough County sheriffs. That's all.
Yeah.
Except the time that Florida changed the law where if you were under 16, you had to have a helmet, which was I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
was the dumbest law. And your buddy Elliot happened to come over, and I didn't have a helmet law, and it just changed. I think it was like right after January. And I said to him, I said, "Hey, so I heard something about like if you're on a bicycle, you have to have a helmet if you're under 15." He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "So that's like real?" He goes, "Yeah, that's real." He goes, "How old are you?" I was like, 14. He's like, "Where's your helmet?" He gave me a fucking ticket.
No way.
Yeah.
That's
And then
stupid.
went into the house and showed him. And then I got fucking grounded.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure I was looking for a reason to ground him.
Oh, I'm
that just
sure.
happened in, you know.
There was
Yeah.
something else
Yeah.
that happened that
Yeah.
he probably was looking for it. Yeah.
Oh, Elliot lives up here in Blairsville.
Does he?
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
saw
know
him
that.
a couple months ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he and Janet retired up here. Yeah, he was a good guy. He is a good guy, you know, still is. But while he was a sheriff, he put out like an all points bulletin when your KX60 got stolen.
Yep.
Yeah, and ended up finding it. You know,
Oh,
somebody
cool.
ratted on the guy. Hey, he's back here. Elliot took his police car and he's chasing the guy all through the back neighborhood back through there. And yeah, you know, he's-
Yeah. And what was the owner of the shop? Dave bought it from the guy.
yeah. I think because he's working at the Honda dealership in Tampa now, down off in Brandon.
Davis?
No,
The other guy.
yeah,
Okay. Oh,
Gary.
man.
Gary.
Gary, yes. Yeah. And I remember explaining to the cops, I'm like, yeah, it has a seat. And they're like, what do you mean a seat? Because it was spelled CEET.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
and they had the
Yeah.
little handle in the back or whatever. So yeah, I just
remember
remember like explaining, like describing the bike to the cops.
Mm.
And the crazy thing to that, I don't know if you remember this or ever told it, is so my MR50 got stolen. And we were going to court, or you were going to court at the time for the first bike getting stolen.
Mm.
That's when the same people stole the KX60. So then when Gary or whatever found out that they were down the street from the shop, Elite Performance.
Performance, yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. I can't believe that hit us at the same time. Yeah. Elite Performance in Tampa. Yeah, like Gary or you guys happened to see him and you said, "Hey, that's the kid
We were
that stole
driving
your
back
other
through
bike."
through the neighborhood, and he pulled out of the side right in front of us, saw us, and took off right dead in front of us.
Yeah.
We were chasing him through the neighborhood.
How many times have you had your bike stolen? Too many.
4 times in Tampa, and then the one time here. They took all 3,
Yeah.
which led to this. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, the one time I had, we had the shed on the side of the house.
Mm.
I had drilled a hole down through and up under the main stud underneath it, and put a big cable lock. You know, so it was going through the bottom of the floor and then around the bike. Well, they were in there so much time that they took that cable lock and wire by wire cut each individual wire until they got it off of the bike.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Dedication.
Wow.
Yeah. So what I did next time was I put a battery system in there and I hitched it up to a siren. So if that door came open, the siren went.
Oh, I
off.
remember that. Yeah.
Had it all wired in and had a battery that we would just put on charge every once in a while.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, so I remember. All right, so that's what we got kind of off track with that thing. So, yeah, you were in court and said to the judge, like, yes, he stole this bike, but also he currently just stole our other bike. And I think the kid said, like, oh, no, I bought that from some other kid down the street, whatever. That's not my bike, or whatever. So, oh my God, I didn't write this down. I just recalled the story. So we get the bike back. We haven't ridden it yet. He tells me, you remember how Croom used to ride on the main road? You used to be able to ride wherever on Croom, right? It's completely different now. I have notes on that. So we're going down the main road. I'm 6th gear pinned down the main road. It seizes. Right? So I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? I'm going to get in trouble. I was told to stay off the main road. So we actually lifted up the rear wheel. I can't remember who was with me. I think maybe Bonnie or somebody else. We lifted up the rear wheel, brought it out, drug it from the woods onto the main road, made it look like we came from there onto the main road. And we were like, yeah, we were about to turn around. We hit the main road and it's just locked up. And they thought the whole time that was because after they stole it, they put 4-stroke in it. They didn't premix the gas. No, it wasn't. It was because I was 6th gear tapped going down Croom Road.
Well, the main road also
I
has
remember
sand
who
on it
fixed it.
too, right?
Mitch.
No, you did. That was the time.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
All right. So he had me take the engine. He's like, all right, well, you blew it up. Do this, this, and this. Come get me if you get stuck. And
Gave the tools, said, I'm in the house. Come and get me if you have a problem.
But I got to the bottom end, or I got the cylinder off, piston out, and the engine out. But I remember taking it to Uncle Mitch to do the bottom end. We couldn't do a
you
crank.
didn't do the bottom end,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But when you put it all back together, you had it all back together, and you had one little piece left, the guide pin, the little guide pin that goes inside where the head bolts come down into the crankcase.
Oh, from the cylinder head.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
What was this? There's the tools, and there's the bike. Take it apart again.
I will
That's
say
where it goes.
it's better than finding out until I was 16 that the 2-stroke pistons actually have a direction. You taught me a lot about building engines, but I found out the hard way that a 2-stroke pistons has the direction.
Yeah.
So all the other motors I built 50-50 shot, I got lucky. There was 2 ones that I built not so much, and I didn't know that until I learned the hard way. Whether he told me or
Too
didn't
much
tell me.
compression afterwards, or what?
No, so 2-stroke pistons are built to where it actually pulls oil down into the bottom end. There's actually like cutouts for that as the oil's coming in. That's part of the premix and mixture. It actually pushes the oil gas down to the bottom end, and that lubricates the crank. Yeah, I didn't realize that. So the arrow always points to the exhaust for that reason. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, a lot of the other motors I built got lucky until I didn't, and then I found out that I didn't. All right, so you told a really funny story about playing Xbox Live the other day.
Just really interesting. I guess it was kind of funny, but did you hear it?
No, I don't think so.
No,
If
he
I
did, didn't he?
If I did, I forgot it. Go ahead, tell it again.
Yeah, it was 2 days ago.
So, some
Where did we
nights.
go this morning?
So I remember waking up
I
early.
can tell you where we
mornings.
went. We went ice skating.
Oh,
where you ate
that's
shit 2 times.
Yeah.
How's your butt feel? How's your knee feel, old
No,
man?
the
Need
knee's
some
sore.
ice?
You know what? You guys are trying to kill me. My
You-
wrist
full
from where
commitment.
the motocross brake came and I had all the pins, and yeah, that was the one that hurt first. It only bends that far, and it tried to bend it a little bit further. It didn't work. Anyhow, go ahead.
Sweet
Well, the
back in
cameras
my
can't
day.
just be completely on you because they should be on him for just not going at all.
Oh, yeah.
Full
you
full
know,
commitment here.
About this point,
No,
he was a smart one.
No, I actually went out and told him that. I was like, honestly, it was a smart move.
All right,
I know my
continue.
limits.
So Kroom, we were talking. I think Thursday nights was practice, and then Saturday was like race night.
Dade City, you said.
Or
Kroom.
Dade City. Sorry.
He's 2 course lights in, people. I'm
So I
sorry.
remember waking
Okay.
up early Thursday mornings to try to catch you before you would go out the door to ask if I could like load up my riding gear to go practice. Quite often, but you know, some nights Kroom was really busy, and then some nights there was like nobody there, and there was I remember going up and jumping on Bubba Stewart's like 65 or 85 the one day.
Uh-huh.
But for the most part, it was like Bubba Stewart and this one little fat kid on our 50s, right? And I remember like smoking that kid because I was full throttle. So I'm on Xbox Live one night and we're playing some games, and we have other people in the chat playing other games and people I don't know.
Recently.
No, this was a few years ago. It was probably like 5 or 6 years ago. And we're talking about motocross, and I brought up that I used to race at Dade City Raceway with like Bubba Stewart, and Ricky Carmichael used to even ride there when he was younger. And I was like, yeah, I used to ride with Bubba Stewart, and you know, it was awesome. He used to have to get up on the cinder blocks to ride his 85, but then he'd smoke everybody in the open class. And the guy was like, some guy in the chat was like, no way, dude. And I was like, yeah, I swear to God. No, like, it was Bubba Stewart. Like, swear to God. He was like, no, because I used to race that class. And I was like, no, it was just me, Bubba, and some little fat kid. He's like, I'm that little fat kid. I was like, what? He's like, I swear to God. Yeah, so we became friends on Facebook, but small world.
Does he still race? Is he still fat?
No, he's in better shape now, but I haven't talked to him in a long time. It made for a good story, and you know, like meeting up, but like we never really.
So I did
Wasn't much
ask him
past
if you
that.
remembered the name, because there was a guy that was kind of notorious around Dade and Florida named Doughboy. And I wasn't sure if that was, I can't remember his actual
I know what
name,
his
but he was
face
known
looks
as
like
Doughboy.
because of Facebook, but I wouldn't recognize him by that.
Yeah. So what's really funny about him. So there was at the Cowie dealership I worked in 05 with GIF. There's one kid that was actually pretty fast. He had a little brother who was pretty chunky, and he was like Cartman is the best way to describe this kid. He was just a fat asshole to like everybody, right?
Yeah.
And so people started calling him like Mini Doughboy. Then Doughboy caught wind of it. He's like, fuck that kid. That kid's such a little ass. Because Doughboy was actually known for
Oh,
being like
wow.
a really cool, legit kid. And the other, like I said, he was like Cartman. He was just an asshole to everybody. So when you said that, I was wondering that. And that brought back memories of
That'd be
little Doughboy. And now he's
another
like,
pretty crazy coincidence.
yeah. No, I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually Doughboy at that point. Because he was, I think, 2 years or so older than me. So he'd have been around that same time. But James is actually younger than me by a little bit. Like, he just turned 40, like, 2 weeks ago or something like that. So, like, a month younger than me. Like, we're pretty close. And this...
So possibility.
Somebody else is about to turn 40 here in the next, in under a month.
It's only 10 years away from 50.
Yeah.
Is that how math works?
Yeah.
Holy
that's
shit.
Well, if you don't
Would have
look at it
never
that way.
thought.
Wow, I'm glad I
Florida.
know that now. I
Yeah.
better start prepping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Florida education. I would never thought we'd have gone that way.
Just a little reminder.
Yeah.
All right. So one of the other things that I thought of was camping at Kroom.
Oh, I actually have a story about this, but I really didn't actually want to bring this one up. So
Well, maybe we'll get to that one.
okay.
So I remember a time that we went camping at Kroom. I think it was your dad. I don't think you were with us. And some asshole, like, college or high school kids actually camped at Kroom too. They weren't there to ride. They just went to camp. And they're raising hell to 2, 3 a.m. We were having a hard time sleeping. I remember waking up the next morning because you couldn't start your bikes past 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Or it was
Yeah.
sunrise.
Something like that. Yeah.
It was
something like
sunrise or 8 a.m. You couldn't start your bike past that. And I remember Steven and I just being like, time to wake them up. And we literally aimed both our bikes at their campsite right next to us. And I feel like there was a whole bunch of campsites they could have gone to.
Yeah.
But they picked the one right next to us for whatever reason. Yeah, we were just gag, 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 gag. Like literally it was like fired up and just hold it open. I just remember
I
them
love
coming
that.
out of the tent and they're
I
just
love
like,
that so much. Oh,
like, yeah, fuck you guys. We're here to ride bikes. Like we were trying to get a good night.
You're in a
sleep.
motorcycle park.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Jerks.
So,
Yeah.
but I do remember we were in our teens when you moved back to Florida, and we were taking my S10 at 2 a.m.
That's the story. I didn't want to bring it up because I'm pretty sure you weren't driving because we were like drinking.
No, I wasn't drinking then. Fun fact, I
We had
didn't
a
really
lot of
drink
people with
till
us.
I
Like
turned
Brittany
21.
was with us. Ronnie was with us. I just thought there
I
was
said-
a reason
look,
why I was.
Look, hold on.
asked
Before we get to
drive.
that one, I know what you're gonna say about
yeah.
how I got kicked out of, or almost expelled
Like
out
high
of middle
or
school
middle school, yeah.
for bringing alcohol. But here's the thing:
Bringing it where?
the bus stop.
To the bus. Okay. Yeah.
I wasn't drinking it. I was supplying the kids, okay? I was the dealer. I was the friendly alcohol dealer, okay?
Uh-huh.
It's not my fault that you had a 2000 New Year's Eve party and you forgot that there was a bunch of liquor in the house, okay? So in
I don't
middle
drink.
school, there was a bunch of kids that discovered they like alcohol. And I was like, well, I've got a bunch of alcohol at the house. So let me just start. So we'd put water in, or
That was pretty cool of you.
yeah, thank you. We would put vodka in water bottles, and nobody was the wiser. So, I do remember I was actually selling it, and I got to where I was running low on the alcohol. So I was selling the margarita mix to kids, and they were just like, "Oh man, I'm actually pretty buzzed." And I'm just like, "There's no fucking alcohol in this, but you're giving me $5, so." And then it all came crashing down.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an interesting day in school.
Another
I
couple
will
months to be grounded?
say, what was funny about that is this guy decided he was going to rally all the parents and have like a come to Jesus meeting, or some would call it an intervention. I don't know. And was trying to rally these kids together. So the main chick that got busted in our neighborhood, I'm not going to say names or anything, but I remember you calling her parent or her parents. I think it was her.
She was on the next block.
Yeah, like by the cul-de-sac, or like where it like made like almost like if they were to expand the neighborhood, like
Okay.
it was like a dead end thing. I could take you
All
there right
all
now.
No,
if I need to.
I do know which house. I know.
right.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
So he calls him up and he's like, "Hey, I'm trying to get all the parents together. Maybe we could sit down and figure out what's going on." He's like, "It's not my fault that your kid has a problem. My kid doesn't have a problem." Anyway, she became a porn star. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. I remember telling you that when I was like in my early 20s. Like, yeah, hey, remember the parent that you said tried to call and get a thing together, and yeah. And she said, "Your kid has the problem." Well,
I do
That's
remember
so
hearing about
weird
that.
to me though that like the guy that would do that, like that's the kid that came of it all. You know, like this genuine, like, yeah, really awesome dude, and then you're awesome too. I'm just joking. It's just like he tried.
I parented right.
Value of attempt.
I do remember hearing
he
you
did the
guys
best he
about that.
could with that.
He did good. Yeah.
All right, so we started talking about the drifting the S10. I don't think Brittany was camping with us. I'm pretty sure she was probably not allowed to camp with us at that point.
There was girls with us. 1000%.
Well, tell the story you remember then, because I
I
don't
think we
recall
all
that.
smoked some of Ronnie's dad's weed.
I wasn't Well,
I'm almost positive you did because I was really surprised that you did.
maybe.
That's why I didn't want to bring it up.
I remember I smoked a little bit in 9th grade, and I had my best test scores ever. And then I was like, no, I got into racing. You actually started letting me race, so I stopped smoking. And then
No,
I
I
just
know, it
got
was
dumber
so- it was
after that. So
So,
not always
anyways,
right.
I'm pretty sure we smoked, and we all wanted to go to a store or something, or go check out that track in the dark or something. That track above Croom, like when you get off the highway.
Randy's other track.
Yeah, exactly. So we were gonna go check that out, I think, and you had smoked, and I was all like, I can drive, but it was really good weed or something, and we get out onto the main road, I couldn't drive. Like, I've done a lot of things while smoking weed. I used to smoke every day, and I don't smoke weed now. Like, I haven't in a long time. I just can't. But we get out on this main road, and I'm like, it's immediately, I can't drive right now. Like, I'm driving on the other side of the road and everything. I thought for sure we were going to get pulled over, and Anthony's just screaming at the top of his lungs, just so mad. And he ended up driving after that. But, yeah, not one of my finest moments.
Yeah.
No.
You guys smoking weed? You know, I never did that. I
Never,
don't-
not once, ever.
I don't smoke.
Not even in the 70s.
You grew up in
No.
the 70s.
Man, I think we got an aunt or an uncle somewhere that can.
Well, here's the thing. I
Speak to that.
used to smoke a lot and regularly, but it seems like all of my worst or best stories are whenever I smoked Ronnie's dad's weed. Like, no
It's
joke.
gonna be a name
I have
brand
a
at some
list of
point.
them, and it all correlates to like Ronnie's dad.
I do remember like being in the back of their Suburban. Like it was like a gold color Suburban. And I just remember being like, what's that smell?
Oh, yeah.
I think that was maybe before then. And yeah, he was definitely like, I don't know what you're talking about. No, it's just my cigars.
Oh yeah, no. So this is one of my stories I wrote down. Might as well tell it now. Ronnie's dad used to have like hydroponics in his house. He would grow like different strains, and whenever we were taking long rides, he would like put different nuggets up on the dashboard. Florida heat would hit it, and I don't know. He'd like mix them together, and he'd be driving, and he'd be smoking, and he would literally black out, and Ronnie had to take the wheel, right? So we're on our way to Dade City Raceway, and I took like 2 or 3 hits. We get to Dade City Raceway, get to the box where you pay. I get out, grab a chair, walk to like the starting line of the racetrack, and I sat there for like 4 hours straight. Did not move. And after 4 hours, I finally like turned my head and I'm like looking around, and I see them all underneath the tent, and they're all just laughing their asses off at me because I like finally moved. Another Ronnie's dad's weed story.
So who's the sweet old lady that was at the Dade City booth for the longest time?
Sweet old lady.
Mm-hmm. You know.
Mm-mm.
Come on.
Don't remember.
Keelan.
Kenny.
It was Kenny's mom, right?
Was she a little lady? Or am I thinking
Black curly hair from what I remember.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't.
Jeez.
I remember Kenny Keelan doing the hair scrambles and things like that.
Yeah,
Not
that was
not the not Dade City.
yeah. His mom is who took the money
Oh,
coming
okay.
through the gate.
All
I
right.
can't believe you remember that. I talked about that with Randy when I did the show with him at Day in the Dirt.
Yeah. No, I don't remember.
You got to listen to that one. That was good. Like he talked about some really
Yeah,
funny
I was
stories of
actually going to
Kenny
tune
and all
into that, but we were traveling or something.
Yeah.
We were doing something that weekend. I was like, oh well, we did that one. I know we can go back and look at it now, so I need to.
Yeah. You'll appreciate some of the stuff that got brought up. You'll probably actually be in yelling like, "Yes, you did!" Like certain things what Brandy talked about.
You know, that's part of being chilled out all the time. I don't let anything bother me like that. You know.
That was a fun night, though.
So I like supposedly remember 2 things. One of them I didn't partake in, and that was I think Ronnie had like a Land Rover or whatever. And I remember the next morning, Chris and Ronnie, and I can't remember if you were with us at that point, talking about going out into the sand pit with it and just bouncing
Oh, in the Land Rover at Croom?
Yeah, at Croom
Sand
in the
pit
front
area?
sand pit area.
I don't remember that.
Okay, but I do remember us
And
like
you're only
late
40.
at night, literally like going 60, 70 miles an hour down the dirt road. This was before it was paved,
Right.
and just sliding, literally just.
No, I don't remember that, but you were talking about the main road at Croom. I remember when it was sand and they had all the braking bumps, and I took your 125, and I wasn't supposed to go fast on it or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
But I
you're not
remember
supposed to go
going-
fast on that, right?
I remember going down at Penn, and I started a fishtail so bad, and I thought for sure I was going to just wreck your bike and ruin it, and it scared the shit out of me.
Forget about it shooting over the fence and going into the interstate or
And then
Right.
faking, making it look like
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
come out of the woods.
I do recall talking about like doing stuff in my S10, and was this?
Do you remember the time I fell out of the back?
McDonald's?
Yes. Yes. Dude, I was sitting on the side and you like fucking dropped the clutch.
So yeah,
Dude,
like, I didn't know
my
that he
back
was sitting
was
up on the
so
side
messed up.
to literally like say something after I ordered, and I just make the left to go
Oh,
to
yeah.
the thing, and
Yeah,
I just look over
casually.
to see just falling out of the truck,
My back, and I had no
Just-
shirt on.
arms scraped up.
Just so
All right,
bad.
was it legal for people to sit in the bed of a truck in Florida?
Yeah, you just can't
A
sit
long
on the
time
rear
ago.
wheel, right?
Yeah, well, that was
long time.
19 or 2000.
Well, it had to at least been 02 or 03.
past 02.
Yeah.
I moved.
Yeah.
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 But I just
I'm not sure
remember-
it was legal then, but I don't know that anyone was
I mean,
getting
yeah,
tickets for it.
we used to ride in the back of my stepdad's truck all the time, and
Yeah.
no one really batted an eye at it.
But
Yeah.
that's why.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That's why you're not falling out of the back.
Good.
And that'll
That would have been one of
law.
those safety videos that they'd have shown
Right.
all over the state. You know,
Yeah.
this is why you don't do this.
Well,
All
it's
right.
one of those things that didn't actually hurt too bad. I could see that it was bad, and then like the days following, like how thick the scabs were, it just was like it got me good.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of times like that where, yeah, you guys, both you boys were skunned up. I was working up here, and he came up. He and Lane came up,
Oh God.
and they would come up on the weekends. I was setting up the territory up here when in '03 when I first started working with Helmet House, and they come up, and he was just skun up from head to toe, just
Dude,
all over.
it was just all my arms.
Yeah.
Like dirt biking or what?
No,
No.
no. There's where the story goes. What'd you say the reason was? What'd you say you did?
Bicycle.
Bicycle.
All right.
What he didn't say
I
about
just
the
realized
bicycle.
you're not in that camera thing, so you tell the
What?
story. I'm gonna fix that.
What he didn't say about the rest of the bicycle thing is that he was holding on to the side of a truck while he was on the bicycle.
Nice.
Yeah, and it didn't come out very well. Just skun up from one end to the other. That truck, I should have never got. We should have never gotten you that truck. You know,
Yeah, that truck had a lot of bad juju on it.
yeah. Come home one day and the truck's got a big hole, big
Oh, no.
gash in the windshield.
I stepped on something and shut that camera. I might have unplugged that camera a little bit. That one. Yeah, I think I stepped on the No, it's back. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Stay there and hold it.
Yeah, just hold it. Yeah, don't move.
I mean,
Okay.
I have a little bit of a similar story, and
Well, hold on.
this
Before
is
we
all
go to
kinda
that,
weird
think about that one.
anyways, 'cause-
All right. So, what I told them was I ate shit on bicycle.
Mhm.
Like, I was like, hey, I was just pedaling as fast as I could to catch my buddies, and just the bars went sideways, and I just went over and
Didn't
went
believe
to
it
arms.
for a second.
So then he kept hounding me, and finally I told him. And what's was weird about this, and this happened. You remember the stitches that I had to get in my hand? So the same thing. So one of my buddies, David, who now is in Hawaii, and I've messaged him 8 years or so ago, maybe 10 years, like, hey, dude, like, what's going on? Like, how's things? He's like a captain in Hawaii. And he's like, yeah, I can't come back to the United States. So something happened. His dad was a well-known Tampa police officer. His stepmom was a well-known judge. So he had like a lot of get out of jail free cards kind of thing. But for whatever reason, like if something went wrong, instead of just telling the truth of what happened and it not be that bad, he had to come up with these elaborate stories.
Oh,
And
I don't
had to
know
follow
anyone that
him.
did that.
Yeah. So the time that I had stitches, like we went to Gandy Bridge, right? Or Grady, or no, what is it?
Gandy.
Gandy. Okay, that what was to Barney's.
Pete,
or-
Yeah. So we went there on the Tampa side, and we're like, let's go jump off the bridge. I'm like, well, let's maybe not just jump off. Let's make sure it's deep enough. So we're walking on the rocks, and I slip and land on an oyster, and it went right in there. I had to get like a ton of stitches in this hand. And for whatever reason, we couldn't be there because he would get in trouble. So I had to come up with this thing where I was skateboarding, and I fell on some glass, and that's what cut me, right? So
The good
that
old
was like
days.
him just encouraging me, like, no, we can't say this is where it was. I'm just like, what's the big deal? Like, we were at this part. I slipped and fell on an oyster. Like, that's all they need. They don't need to know we were planning to jump off the bridge. Just say I was walking and slipped and fell on an oyster. No, everything had to be an elaborate thing. So what really was happened is we discovered longboards, right? But there's no hills in Florida. So the only way to get speed to try them out is a jet ski tow rope behind a pickup truck. So as he's pulling me, well, it turns out he didn't have the things tight enough. Didn't have the trucks tight enough.
Oh, on the board itself.
On the board itself.
Okay.
So when you get over 25, and I was the first one to get over 25, that starts flickering. Yeah, it just
Speed wobble.
Speed wobble throws me off, and I land both arms down, guiding up or just gouging up my arms, knees, everything. Like I was missing a lot of meat. Yeah, and then had to drive up for 7 hours that night, I think. But for whatever reason, I couldn't tell the real story. So I was like, yeah, I'm pedaling a bicycle, and I don't know, the wheel turned and just landed like this. So yeah, after like 5 days of him just being like, what happened? I finally was like, yeah, we were doing this. So
those fabricated stories, though, like when you have one of those memory flashes, like, oh yeah, like you
always remember
that
every
story.
little ambiance about where you were going with this web, you know, this little web of lies.
Well, like it just reminded me of how many times and how often we had those little fabricated stories. Like,
So I
all
was
the
going with
time,
with the windshield, the hole in your windshield on the S10.
oh gosh.
Yeah, what was that? What did you tell me that was first? Oh, somebody threw something out of the side
rock.
of the road and it hit the windshield.
Yeah, so
Well, that had to have been a rock that big. No one's going to throw a rock that big out of the side of a street onto a windshield. Anthony, what happened? That's what happened, I swear.
just driving in a rocket.
Yeah, Anthony, what happened? Okay. Throwing my backpack from behind the truck up, trying to land it in the bed
I
of the truck.
remember that.
And I threw it
At
short and it hit the
school.
windshield.
You were in the
Yeah, at
parking lot.
school, yeah.
The Publix parking lot,
Yeah,
because I
Publix,
wasn't
yeah.
old enough to park in the actual school parking lot.
I have a Publix parking lot story.
I think I remember this one. Yeah, so every single day I was just on point. It's the end of the day. School's over. I had a perfect loft for 45 days.
46 did it then.
46 didn't make it, and it just into the windshield. Which isn't as bad, I don't think you ever knew about this, as I don't remember her name, but she had a VW Jetta in the school parking lot. And I was like, she was coming at me like she was going to hit me. And I was like, no, I'll jump on the hood and just drive me to my truck. Well, she went a little too fast, and I went through the windshield.
Oh shit! That's awesome.
No? Did you get injured that time?
No.
Oh,
no.
that's why I
That
didn't
maybe
know
some
about it.
glass in my back or whatever.
Yeah, you would only tell me if you got injured. That's it.
And if you saw an
If I had to
injury,
break out the hospital card, yeah.
if you'd have seen an injury, it just would have been a fabricated story,
Yeah.
anyways.
No, this chick hit me in the parking lot. No, I was like, no, come on, yeah, let's jump on the hood. No, she just went too fast, and I went
A
through
lot
the
of
windshield.
shenanigans.
And I remember
in the
her
parking lot.
telling her, she's like, yeah, I told my insurance people. They were like, how'd this happen? Like, oh, a kid in the school who went through the windshield.
How'd that work out for her?
No, they got it replaced. No problems. Yeah.
Bet that rate went up.
All right. So
Everybody
you
gets
had
too much
something.
Well, I almost don't want to tell it because at some point I remembered like this is a podcast. There's a lot of people watching. I'm telling all these crazy
No, there's
stories
not
to
a
make
lot of
myself
people.
look like an idiot right now. But
We were all
you know,
idiots
it's just
younger,
like we're all
okay?
sitting here just drinking and telling shenanigan stories.
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next person that says shenanigans. Hey, Barbara, what's the restaurant you like with all the goofy shit on the walls with the mozzarella sticks? All right, continue. Sorry.
well, it's not a motocross related.
It doesn't matter. Neither was the
Just a,
Neither was the
backpack
S10.
and
Yeah.
the...
well, this was one of the 2 times I got arrested in Florida.
Oh,
And listen, I look up to you so much. So when you were that mad at me, like it ruined me. But it was like
It's
it was
like when
something
your
that-
parents, they're not mad. They're just disappointed.
No,
kind
he
of
was
thing.
mad. He told me that if I did anything like that again, I was out. And I was like, fuck. No, so I would go meet him and his friends over at the high school. And some black kid asked me to buy him cigarettes. And he'd given me cigarettes before. So I went in to CVS where a lot of people would
remember
get picked
this.
up, and I bought him a pack of cigarettes. As soon as I walk out and hand them to him, I get picked up by police cars. They're like, "Get in the car." They never read me my rights or anything. Put me in handcuffs. Took me to jail. I sat in like a parking lot for like 3 hours. Handcuffs were too tight. I get to, Tampa. I don't remember the name of the jail, but I get there and they're like putting me in the system. What are you here for? I bought a minor tobacco products. Are you serious? You're here for that? And I was like, yeah. They thought I was selling drugs. They thought I was like selling people weed. And all I did was buy a pack of, Newports for this kid, and that was it. And
All I did.
yeah, they put me on the whatever you call it, I don't know, but I was out immediately. But you came and picked me up, and you were so pissed, so mad.
So I don't know if you know the side of the story to that. So after you got picked up, there was a bunch of us like sit out on like a cop set a bunch of us down.
Yeah,
on the curb.
over there. Yeah, I
And
was in the car. They pulled up beside.
Your Haro bicycle was there.
Oh yeah, my 2002 Mirror Pro.
Yeah, it was just laying there on the side, but it was kind of almost in the middle of the street. So I literally pick it up and I just move it off to the side. And I got put in handcuffs because they thought I was about to take your bike to escape. And I was just like, dude, what are you doing? And they're like, you're trying to run. I'm like, no, I'm moving a bicycle out of the middle of the road in case a car comes through. It's my cousin's bike. Like, I'm just moving it off to the side. Yeah, like, I was like, what the hell? Like, they literally treated you like you were
a drug dealer. Yeah,
meth.
I wasn't like at all in any way.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. Where I was,
But as you can tell, I did smoke weed. I actually
If anyone
remember.
had any question about it, it's clear now.
Yeah. I remember one time Elaine came home and I wasn't expecting it, and it was another one of Ronnie's dad's. The funny thing is, like, I never got a hold of it. Like, he wouldn't sell it to us. And but somehow we were able to get a hold of it every once in a blue moon.
Don't know how.
No joke. And
yeah, they don't know how they got a hold of it.
Yeah.
Snip, snip.
Well, I
He's not
worked
gonna
for-
miss this nugget.
well, no. Like, this time I worked for Tim, who lived across the street when I was putting up fences.
Yep.
And Tim told this other kid that worked with us, Thomas. It was the other James that lived in our neighborhood. It was his cousin. Right near the exit.
Yeah.
And he was like, I got a special surprise for you guys today if you work hard. And then he like opens up the bag and he's like, Ronnie's dad's Northern Lights or whatever. And I got a bag of it and I smoked it and I was so high and I went home thinking nobody was gonna be home, and Elaine come through the door like out of nowhere, and I was like panicking. And I like ran up in my room and hid for like 8 hours.
All right, so this brought back a memory since we were talking about non-related marijuana smoking. Red Rabbit across the street was like a Circle K or gas station, right?
Mhm.
Red Rabbit Video. We were at some house party,
Mhm.
and you or Ronnie conned me into doing a gravity bump. Like, you took the 1 gallon
Oh,
jug
it was
and you pull it up and you force it down. And then I was like, I'm fucked up. I'm going home.
We were so mad at you.
Yeah,
I was so mad at
I was
you.
like, guys, I gotta go home. And then he was freaking out.
Yeah,
I was like,
so
I just
mad.
went home, went to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was freaking
I
out.
was like, they're going to be home.
They're gonna know. Nobody's gonna know.
Still fucking mad.
I was like, guys, I got this. I'm just gonna go home and say I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. And it's exactly what I did.
You know, I'm starting to doubt my parental skills about this point. Just throwing that out there.
Hey, you said that you knew a lot of things that happened at this point.
Oh,
but
I did
maybe
know a lot of
you
things.
didn't know
but,
everything.
well,
alright?
never. I don't want to know everything. There's still other things you're not telling me that I don't have any inclination of wanting to have.
I do
want to know.
remember being
Oh, here we go.
at no at Uncle Keith's one year for Christmas. Me, you, and Bonnie, and
Yeah.
we were fresh in the stories at this point. I think I had just turned 18.
This is when we were younger? Or,
Yeah,
or-
so you would have been maybe 20
okay.
if I was 18,
Uh-huh.
and we just let it all out. It was the night that you thought you had a cold,
And I drank the NyQuil?
The NyQuil.
I thought I was a little kid when that happened.
No. You were older.
Oh.
I was at least
Yeah,
18.
I remember like
Too much
waking up in
weed.
the middle of the night.
No, he was hallucinating.
Yeah, I was hallucinating in the middle of the night. Like I did not
I
do
told
it
him, I was like, dude,
intentionally.
just take the measuring. He's like, I don't need the measuring cup. Go.
Oh yeah, I thought for sure I was a little kid when I did that.
No.
No.
You were like 20.
Yeah, and just so you know, like I was always against all the other. No, seriously, like
It's okay.
Jeremy and Ronnie would always try to get him to smoke, and he wouldn't. And I was like happy about it. And then one day he just decides he's going to. I'm so
And
mad.
that's the first time.
But I swear it was the only time, and I swear that he was doing it intentionally to like fuck with me. Like I'm going home. I was like, no. I thought for sure they were gonna blame me.
No, I've never been like much of a weed smoker.
No,
Like,
never.
Yeah. I just get tired and fall asleep.
Mhm.
Like, what's the point? At least if like you have a few drinks and you're up and
Yeah.
about.
Mhm.
All right, so the next thing I want to get into is some Steven stories. We've shared a lot of ours. We're gonna get into some of those, and we're gonna go down that rabbit hole. So Steven, what got you back into riding this year?
Oh, you want some glory points over here, don't you?
No, well,
You want
I'm pretty happy that it did. It triggered something in you.
Yeah. Day in the Dirt was fun. It was a lot of fun, actually. I forgot how much fun motocross weekends could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time.
So Steven went to Day in the Dirt. We talked him into going to Croom with us. He actually rode for the first time in.
At that point, I guess it was like maybe a year or two. But I mean, I don't ride.
I was gonna say
never
like
ride,
really rode. Though.
really rode. It'd been probably 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So close to what TJ was.
Yeah.
So 03, TJ was at like 22.
Yeah,
recently?
I think we sold the KX 100 in like 04.
That kind of
04,
fits
05.
because I think that was a 2000 model, right?
I think it was like a 98.
Okay.
99,
Yeah, that kind of fits. All right. So yeah, go to the Day in the Dirt. We take you to take you to Croom. You ride a few different bikes, and you're just like, this ain't it. I need this back in my life though.
Yeah.
So your whole goal is next year at Day in the Dirt, which I got to remember to make sure to put that on the calendar.
Yep.
Is to race Day in the Dirt because he had a free pass from Fast House
Yeah.
to race,
Yes.
and you didn't
Yeah.
because I was like, hey, dude, Day in the Dirt. It gets pretty choppy.
Yeah, I
Okay.
still had all that confidence, like I could just pick it up and like ride a bike again.
After 20 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, I used to rip on these all the time. It should be no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, especially when I can't touch on that 250 that you had.
You could touch on it. You guys are the same.
Barely
lowered it.
though.
You
no,
lowered
I
it.
didn't. It's the same.
I'm
Dude,
just
I
bad.
swear. It's yeah.
But I was still having to like teeter.
You know what it is? It's the arms that
yeah.
that weigh it down
Tree trunks
a lot.
there, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Popeye.
Yeah.
All right, so no, I was gonna say I'm super proud of what you've done. You've lost how many pounds since then?
Almost 20.
Yeah, 20 pounds. Just wanted to ride dirt bikes. You gone to the
I went to
Moto
the Moto
Academy
Academy class,
Yeah,
did
been
that
through
for early
different
months.
things.
Yep.
I'm a little disappointed they didn't teach you, which I obviously saw at Itchikani yesterday, to not hit part of the jump that has a kicker.
Hey man,
I literally,
I'm just
I
hitting
don't know if I
jump
told
at
you.
this
Yeah,
point.
I'm looking
Did you die?
at Steven
I didn't die.
riding,
I'm really good at saving it.
and I'm like, he's coming down the hill. I'm like, oh god, he's going right to the one kicker. Yeah, he hit
Yeah.
the one kicker on the jump, and it just
But like,
And you saved it?
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, midair, I was like,
You wrote it
I was
down.
so used to it drifting either way. I was like, oh, I know what I need to do.
Yeah, of course.
Just shift my body, turn the bars a little bit in the air.
That's
on the throttle.
That's all good until the time you don't clear.
Yeah.
And that's the time they're going to have the video.
Yeah.
Just the
Oh,
way it
there's
is.
plenty of video
Oh, yeah.
of crash outs.
So I can't remember the guy's name, but I remember at one point your dad taking us to a private track. It was in between Croom and Claremont, right in the middle on Highway 50. The kid had
Oh.
just won.
Billy
day-
Harper.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I can't believe
I
you
remember
his
hanging out with
name.
that kid. No, me and my dad just talked about him like a couple weeks ago. I think.
Okay.
That my dad ran into his dad or something. Oh, he ran into him, actually.
Oh, Billy?
Yeah. He's grown, wife, kids.
Still race?
Yeah. No, he doesn't race
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah. He was fast.
Yeah, he was. So I remember him taking us to his track and
Mhm.
us like looking at these jumps and we're like, we can do it. But it seriously, like, it was a small track.
Yeah.
But the jumps were big.
Yeah.
But the jumps themselves were about, by the time I got to the top, about this big. But they were still
Oh, yeah, yeah.
10, 12 feet high and like 60-foot triples
Mm-hmm.
as we're watching this. And we're like, we can do this. Beginner class on 80s. We couldn't do it. So I remember
Definitely
him
not.
taking us to that and just like,
Oh, you guys were hitting
Framing it every time.
oh yeah, we were
Yeah.
trying.
Hey,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we had no business being out there on that track.
No, I completely forgot about that track. They had
Yeah.
that barn next to it where we'd hang out in there and just blast music and crack beers. Well, I was cracking beers. We're not cracking
I was
beers.
gonna say I don't remember that. We were on 80. Were you drinking and we were on 80s? Jesus. What?
I was sneaking some.
Okay. All
One
right.
of those things, you know.
Oh, you went
Dad
to the
doesn't
same
know
bus
about.
stop he did.
Yeah.
I wasn't drinking. I was just selling. I was like a
I
friendly,
didn't say
happy
you were
alcohol
drinking it.
dealer.
I said that's how
okay?
he got it.
He was dealing.
Yeah.
So I do remember one of the funnest times that I feel like you and I both had as kids was you would spend a week with me.
Mhm.
I'd spend a week with you, but we would on the way to Honda Leesburg. In the middle was Highway 50, so
Mhm.
I would get picked up, or it was like the middle spot, right? So we'd either get to go to Croom or whichever it worked out.
Yeah.
And as I think about it as I'm older, were you just getting rid of me for like a week at a time so that you could have some alone time with mom?
Dude, they both
No.
did it. They did it. My dad did it. Trust me, dude. Like, I knew when Dad's picking me up on Friday, I'm like, okay, whose house am I going to?
No, not at all.
Dad, look, this is the circle of trust that we're in right now. We've told you all the things that you didn't know about,
Yeah.
okay?
Your mother and I have been married for 48 years. There's never time in there that we would have to go somewhere off to be. We would have to tell you we were doing something different, take you to someone's house while we went off for the weekend. If we want to go off
no
for the weekend, we just
fabricated
go.
stories here.
We would just go
Yeah.
off for the weekend.
Hey, you gotta adjust the mic. Your nose is growing and it's getting in the
Is
way.
it? Let me see.
Yeah.
Right. Is that good enough?
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we would get to spend a lot of weeks around summer, and it was. I just
Yeah.
remember at one time, and I still use this today if I'm super sore. We were so freaking sore from riding like 3 days in a row
Mm,
that we could not move at all.
I'm sure.
And then we
Yeah.
still were like, well, we got this. It was like a retention pond, like down the road.
Oh, behind
From-
behind
yeah.
the house.
And we were
Yeah.
like, there was one little jump out there, but we had like a few little turns or whatever.
Yeah.
We rode it enough, but it actually broke through the soreness.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't sore anymore. And I was like, oh, this is great. So I use that even still today where I'm like, I know I'm going to be sore, but if I just keep going,
Yep.
it won't be sore. It's never worked though. But I still tell myself if I just
Because of that
keep
one
going,
time, yeah.
that I'm
Let
not
me-
going to be sore anymore.
Yeah. Let me stretch those muscles out
Yeah.
again that are.
Because we were like 12 at that point.
Yeah, I think I had that's when I had the XR80.
No, we were both on CR80s at that point.
You had the CR80 then?
Yeah, we were both at CR80s.
I feel like
at
the
that point.
CR80 would have been too loud and all the people out there would have been calling the cops on us. But maybe it was.
I feel like
that
we
that
would've just
retention pod's
said,
still
"Screw
there.
it."
And it
We
had
would've
that
just-
little, like, almost like a tabletop in the middle of it. It just kind of stretched the whole thing. We tried to jump all the time. Yeah.
Sorry, one of my buddies texted me that he said he was going to call in, and he finally responded. All right, so another funny thing that is going to be a big difference in parental raising,
Mm.
aside
Oh, yes.
from motos, is I remember staying up till well past midnight watching Cinemax at your dad's house. And the difference is, as where I would have been grounded for a whole week, his dad walks out, gets a bowl of ice cream, and goes, "Oh, what are you guys watching? All right, some TNA."
Oh, dude.
we got busted watching skin flicks at his
Oh, that's
house,
awesome.
and instead of getting grounded, he's like, "Oh, you guys watching TNA flicks? All right." He just sat down with us eating bowl of ice cream.
Like, I don't know if I should be weirded out or like, you're cool, Dad. This is weird. I don't know how to.
So you never
respond
had
to
that
this.
question at our house, right?
No.
I mean, yeah.
Oh no, we would have been dead.
That's right.
You'd have been grounded for a whole week or so.
Oh,
We'd
you
have
guys
gotten
watching
that
some
good old
pornos?
Scott disappointment.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
not
one thing
mad.
I've got to say. All that time, through all of these stories and all of that, those things you did that hid, Mom and I were just right stable. We were the steady ones, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the way it was.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so
Oh, man, that's
another core memory, because like it goes almost from the Dade City thing that we were talking about
Mhm.
earlier to like MR50 Christmas.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
I got the MR50 for Christmas. You had already moved back to Pennsylvania at that point, because I think I was in second grade when you moved back to PA, and it was third grade that I got the MR50. And at the same
what
time,
brand
you
is
got
MR?
Honda.
Oh, okay.
it's the
Yeah.
one. Do you see the one hanging in the garage? So
Maybe.
talking about the stolen bikes earlier,
Mm.
that at the same time as my CR80 got stolen in ninth grade is when the MR50 got stolen, and we never saw it again. So he found one that was identical to me and gave it to me as a college graduation gift. So I'll have to show you that one down in the garage.
No, I
we
do
found one,
remember
not
that
he.
story.
Your mom had a part.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah.
Got to give credit where
Just-
credit's due.
All right. We give this guy some shit, and we doubt his intelligence sometimes. Not really, but I'm just for the story. Do you know what this man bought his wife as a Christmas gift one year? He happened to find a second Chrome Z50 at the Atlanta Airport bulletin board. So he buys it for my mom
Oh,
for Christmas,
mm.
and she bought it.
He's had a lot of bikes.
He had a
I mean, that's how you
Z50.
got to get things done.
Well, he had a Chrome Z50. Then he found one for her.
So we
That's
had
what I'm
matching
saying.
Chrome Z50s.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's
86 special edition, made only one
Look,
year. at
people, you
Christmas
hear
time.
the stories about like, the husband will get his wife a bowling ball with his name on it that
Mm.
fits his fingers.
Get a bike.
Yeah, he pulled it off.
Yeah.
And she bought it. Hook, line, and sinker. Oh, thanks, honey. This is great.
Did she buy it though?
Yeah. She's gullible.
Well,
I think
Look,
she
he
just
was
loved him
salesman.
so much.
It's not so much her gullibility. He sold it.
and she's into motorcycles. I came home one day and she traded her Valkyrie in on a BMW.
But I know you. You're genuine. Really, what was behind that? What, like, you legitimately bought it for her so that you guys could have matching Z50,
Chrome
Yeah.
Z50s.
Chrome Z50s. Yeah.
Chrome Z50. Like,
Right.
86 special. They only made it for Christmas.
that's weird.
You forget, at one time we had so many motorcycles in there, we could put one in and out and she would never know there was a change.
So it was y'all's collection,
Yeah.
not just yours. Okay,
Yeah.
I guess. I
She had
get it.
motorcycles. She rode dirt bikes then.
Yeah,
She rode street bikes from 86 on, right?
she did.
Speaking of the BMW, which I know I stole and took for joyrides when I was younger.
Oh, the street bike.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The
The
1150.
RT11.
Yeah.
Was it 1150 or 1100? Oh,
1150
yeah, yeah.
RT.
That year was 1150. Was there any other times that we took bikes and without permission riding around that you were part of?
Yeah, you got
More-
you got
more
Sea-Doos
than
already.
likely.
You got
yeah.
yeah. Anything else?
No,
Take a
but-
car or two, a truck?
no, never.
I took Bonnie's car with Joey.
I remember
Bonnie's
one time he took James's.
Datsun?
No, not the Datsun. That was an awesome truck. I forgot
That
all about
was,
that,
yeah,
dude. Like the clutch on that was so long of a throw, and then it just had like minimal. It would just let off. But no, his KX. Did he have a 250 or 125?
125.
And you let
No, he talked James into buying it and said, worst case, this thing blows up.
Mhm.
It's still worth it. And then literally like the second ride, it blew up. So he went to town rebuilding the thing.
Well, you took it one time without him knowing it over to Rory's house and let what was your buddy's name? The tan kid. He was like your best friend. Your best friend.
Oh,
Your best friend.
I think he's been up here to see you. He's
Herman.
Herman.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you let Herman
Sorry,
ride it.
you say tan, it throws me off. No, he's Honduran. Yeah.
With dark skin. I don't know what would have made that easier to recognize. But yeah, James was pissed. He was so mad. Like he drove to Rory's and was like, Anthony,
Give me my fucking bike.
yeah.
No,
you were
I
like
will-
so nonchalant too, like acting like it was nothing, but he was pissed.
I figured he wouldn't care that much, you know? No, I will say, like, I remember you're living with us time. Bonnie's out of the house. And then James is coming from North Carolina to live with us. And he's got to stay in my room. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Why am I the one that has to share a room with this guy? He's 32. I'm 15. Like, what the fuck? Like, I was so mad at that point. Like, because I just finally got my room to myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just learning masturbation, you know, whatever, you know, like I
Yeah.
just want the room to myself. All right.
And he didn't have a cast
So-
on that time.
No, cast or not, that's not going to
Stranger
stop me. I'm sure I had a cast on at that point. I just said it's with you. But yeah, I was very, very mad. But I told TJ on the ride back, like, I think of James all the time. Like,
Oh, yeah.
he taught us so many valuable lessons.
Oh, yeah.
To be like at the age he was and how cool he was.
So
And like just real. Like he was a real dude that's not gonna bullshit you.
Yep.
He's gonna tell you the truth about life, whether you like it or not. And at that point you kinda have to, like, even though you don't want to accept it, you gotta take a step back and be like, oh, yeah. And he taught me a lot of stuff about like working out. And there's so many times I'm at the gym at like 5 a.m. where I'm just like thinking about him.
Yep.
Still to this
Yep.
day. So and
Yeah, I remember the day his mom called up and says, "My son is moving to the Atlanta area." I said, "Come on,
Tampa.
we'll make or to Tampa. Come on, we'll make room for him." You
we
know.
took a vacation to his mom's house one time.
Yeah, we
And they had
stopped
all
there
those kids
quite
that
often.
were set up on like a computer system and
What? I remember that.
yeah, they had a whole room, like 5 different computers for all these little kids. They were playing a game and they were all like badasses at it. they like whooped my ass at it. It's just a random little lame. Not worth talking about.
Yeah, but I don't remember what.
It was cool.
And that
and
was
then
at
James
James's
and I,
parents' house.
yeah, and then James and I, we went to a bar in his little town there, and it was like so rednecky. It was not even funny, but
Really?
yeah.
I gotta say, I don't remember that.
I have a penis story that involves James.
Oh,
segue right there.
look at that idea that just popped up.
I wanted to get it out there.
Is
It
this
seemed like
where
the
we
perfect time.
Would rip his towel out in front of Granny?
No,
Because
but that was
got
funny.
brought up at his funeral.
That got. Did it really?
Yes, it did.
Oh my god! By you?
No, by Christine.
Oh, what he told her the story?
Yeah, about how like
Good on
how
her.
we would just pull his towel
Yeah.
down at the
Oh,
top
yeah.
of the stairs, and Granny's
And
at the
then in
bottom
like
of the
such
stairs.
a fucking country accent. You motherfuckers. he would just
thing next to you.
he would just
on the
like
ground.
in his own head he'd just like go blank minded. He'd just be like so mad, but like holding it. He'd be like, "You son of a bitch," just like in his own head.
You know, he was such a good influence. He's just that guy that, and the right influences that needed to come by at the right time. He was
Absolutely.
that guy.
And he
Yeah.
looked up to you too, so much too. So like a lot of times when he'd like be talking to us, like he'd bring it up and mention your name, like how you would perceive it, and not to piss you off, and worried about all that.
Yeah.
So back to penises.
Yeah.
I used to ride. I used to
Speaking of
ride
the-
BMX in Tampa. There was a spot skate park of Tampa. I was learning how to air out of quarter pipes, and I pumped out instead of up, and I landed on top of my handlebar right here, and everything immediately turned purple and blue. Everything, right? So I go home and I'm like scared. I didn't go to the hospital, and I'm like, James. I told him what I did, and he's like, "All right, man, let me see it." I'm like, Like, I don't know, like, oh my God. And he's like, dude, you need to go to the hospital right now. Dude, I was so fucking worried. I thought I was going to lose it. It was so bad. So bad.
All right, you haven't heard this story yet, but it got brought up on the last show that I did because the kid had actually his butthole ripped open.
Oh,
And
Jesus. By a
somehow-
dude?
No,
Oh, okay.
foot pet on a dirt
shit.
bike.
Ooh.
Way worse.
Oh.
So yeah, the owner of Monster, his son, like had a bad accident.
The owner of Monster?
Monster Mountain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, track in Alabama. Awesome track. You might get to experience it one day. You come down again. We'll take you there. It's good times. Anyways,
Motocross scares me.
so I was telling them about a time that I was riding at Alatoona mountain bike trails, and literally the handle.
Oh, in PA.
No, here, like a
Oh.
mile from here.
Altoona?
Alatoona. That's a mountain bike
Alatoona,
track.
okay.
I was clipped in, bars went, and the bar hit right above my junk.
Yeah.
All the bruising from the blood
Mhm.
rushed into it. And I
Yeah.
had to tell Megan, like, hey, you got to wait a few weeks for this to cool down because once you go black,
Mhm.
that's what the rumor is. You don't go back. So I couldn't, like, you got to wait for the swelling to go down. So
Mine closely resembled an elephant in my dreams.
yeah, mine didn't.
All right, next
it was a
subject.
little swollen. So. Oh God, we went so far off track with that. I was going to talk about
sorry.
the fat tire bike.
That's
that
why
you
this is
got
so
in the
weird. We're on the
MR50.
camera and like.
Well, I mean,
No, it's just.
But I'm trying to keep because I didn't
got
know
rubber. Yeah.
this isn't something you like set up some like professional script with. You got to wing
no,
it.
we
and
just
then-
get to
nothing
bullshit. And
I
that's what I
know, but
love
man.
about this stuff is you get to talk and you remember things. So,
Mm.
Where are we at with that?
well, all right. Actually, so we were still talking about James. Sorry to cut you off with the fat tire story. So Megan found this recently in something that Mom brought over. Do you remember this at all? Can you tell what it is?
Spine.
That's my broken neck in 2003.
Oh,
So, were you still at the house when I broke my neck? And I had like the freaking neck holder and all that stuff. It literally was like a contraption that just
not sure it
like
was.
held my neck. Okay, I
The
think you might
spine
have
one
been.
looks like a guitar.
Yeah.
So- So anyway, I
searching
broke
stuff.
like a few bones in here. Still don't know how. I think it was a bicycle crash or whatever. So you talk about James getting drunk. We get a call from Applebee's. Do you remember this?
Oh yeah.
So we get a call from Applebee's, and James, you could hear him in the background, and it was like 11:30, midnight, or whatever. James is just having the time of his life, right?
Mhm.
So my dad wakes me up. We have to go to Applebee's.
Oh
to get-
yeah. Yes, I remember this.
Yeah, you were still
Yep.
with us at that
Yep.
point. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So wakes me up. I'm in a neck brace. Driving the Silverado, or we driving the Silverado to go get him. He gets on James's F2.
F2, yeah.
Yep. And he rides his bike home, and James drives with me. James is way too tore up. He's grabbing my neck.
Yes.
And he's like, look at you, motherfucker, with your broken neck. Just fucking grab me and pull it. And I'm like, fuck James,
Dude, I
goddamn.
remember that. Oh my gosh. Holy shit.
So,
But the important thing to notice is he knew he couldn't drive, shouldn't drive, and he called.
Yeah. Right.
That's what we told him to do.
Yeah.
yeah. Instead, he's fucking up your son's broken neck and just shaking him all over.
He didn't get a ticket.
I just
That's what
remember
really matters.
literally just being jerked around. Like the whole thing's around my thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, kind of slopped him out of the truck. Come on, James, we'll get you in the house.
He worked so
That's
hard
wild.
when he moved down there. He got the job
Oh my gosh, yeah.
with
Oh,
the
yeah. Bank
was
of
it
America.
Yeah, Bank
Yeah.
of America. Yep. And he just constantly was like
Next step, next level.
progressing,
Yeah.
and it was like, all these stories I had back in Tampa are pretty degrading, and I probably look like an idiot. But it was like my first
Not
time being
probably.
able to be okay. It was my first time able to actually like live life from what I came from,
Yeah.
and I was pretty fucking stupid, and I look back on it, and I mean I recognize it, and I've matured quite a bit. But like, man, that guy moved down there and took advantage of it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
No, I will probably say, like, outside of parental stuff, he's probably made the most impact on my life.
Yeah.
And
He was like a big brother to all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And you got to have those guys, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rest in peace, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, and for those who don't know, we were talking about it just yesterday because you were asking like what actually happened. He just was on a street bike, was outrunning a storm in Tampa, going a little too fast, and somebody pulled out, and that was pretty much the end. But
Yep.
I will say, it was really like good closure in a way to get to go to his funeral and to meet his stepkids for the first time. Because then his stepkids, they didn't get to know all the stuff that we knew and how cool he was. To him, it was stepdad that, he told them the same things. They didn't want to hear it.
Yeah, you're talking about Christine's kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it was interesting to see them kind of realize, like, man, he was really good. And I don't think they didn't know. But it was
No, they
more like
might not
At some
pushing
point
off.
there, you're not
Yeah.
old enough to either say or recognize that.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit past that mature age before you start realizing it. And they're both really good guys.
Yeah.
They've gone to be pretty good adults themselves.
On the flip side of things, in James' eyes, he really loved those kids too.
Oh yeah,
really.
sure he did. Yep.
Mm.
Tough times.
Anyways, yeah, we went kind of somber with that. Fat tire bike. All right, so I got the MR50. What was the bike?
It was
that he
a Yamaha Big Wheel 80.
big wheel 80.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Dude, I wanted a big wheel so bad. I thought they were the coolest thing ever.
It was gold. Or like a copper gold looking.
Yeah, it was red and copper.
Yeah.
All right. What is it? Big.
There's
got that when I
Auto
was
Trader,
9.
and then
It was like my 9th
there
birthday.
used to be like
Cycle Trader.
Cycle Trader. I used to go through the Cycle Traders and look at
Was that
circle
it?
every big wheel.
That's
Big
it.
wheel
But that's
80.
not. It wasn't that color. But yeah, the
This
wheels
one?
were that color. But all the plastics were the same. They matched the wheels.
Yeah, I remember that thing was.
Yeah.
It was just wild how it would just track through anything sugar sand related.
Yeah.
And just pull through.
Now, that's what it was designed for.
Well, that reminds me of one of those cats, like what Bonnie used to
Right.
ride.
A fat cat.
Yeah.
Fat Cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the one time she went out at Croom and like we couldn't find her for a while. And she was on one of those and she came back finally.
Isn't she supposed to be listening to this?
She's driving back to Florida, so she probably is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I was thinking big wheel, I was thinking like the 80s.
Oh,
the-
like 2-inch larger.
Yeah,
No.
the front wheel was bigger, so
No.
these are just like a fatter PW.
Yeah, it was a wide wheel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, 80cc.
Were you on one of those till you were like 18?
Well, you'd still be.
No,
be
I mean,
able
I
to
just
touch.
told her last week.
Absolutely.
That was good though. I still like the fact that whenever I go to family gatherings with you guys, that everybody looks up to me.
Hmm.
Because I got
Yeah.
at least 2 inches
He
on
hasn't
you
used
guys.
that joke like 1,000 freaking times.
No, he's no Shelby, though. He's no, Shelby.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah, you're no
gosh.
Shelby.
Dude,
No Shelby.
the funniest joke that Shelby has ever said in front of me.
I bet it was bad.
No, it wasn't. But I still use it to this day if somebody's very tall. So Bonnie had a guy, I think his name is Keith, and he went to the house that we were all renovating. You guys all, as brothers, bought a house in Houston.
Yeah, used to.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. The big,
And we
that house.
all went there at one point. I think I was like 22. I can't.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin was.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did I say? Keith? Yeah,
Yeah.
it was Kevin. So he's 7'1". Was
Wait,
this guy?
Bonnie's boyfriend?
Was
Yeah, at the
7'1"
time,
at the
yeah.
time. So Shelby meets him. He goes, "Holy shit! How tall are you?" He goes, "I'm 7'1". He goes, "Bullshit! There's no way you're taller than 6'13". And I fucking lost it. Like I fell on the floor laughing. So anytime somebody is very tall and they say like, "Yeah, I'm 6'1", I'll be like, "No way, you're like 5'13". Like I still use that to this day, and
I
it's
like it.
gold.
Yeah.
Like it just throws people off enough. And honestly, there's a few times I have to take a few seconds to do math in my head to where they're like, "Yeah, I'm 6'3". I'm like, carry the 2.
Well, like when you
fine.
said, you know,
Well, tall people, you know, the
6:13
air's thinner up there, so
Yeah.
it processes things a little long. It takes longer.
Yeah. Sure, whatever we're gonna say. But yeah.
Yeah, Shelby's always been good with the dry humor.
Yeah, no, he's very, very good with that. All right, so one of the things, Dad, you're the next on the list. is,
Now we're getting to my part.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was hoping for it.
And I feel like, no, you definitely know it because you were at his retirement party, which one of the biggest regrets I have in my life is not recording how I did your retirement party because it was good.
Nobody
Like-
recorded that?
I forgot to record. Like I
mean,
was so into like
so-
getting
No, I
to
know,
start
but
it.
like nobody's got video of it from
No,
phones or
not
anything?
like from
Phone
the
video?
start all the way through that I
Really?
did. Dude, it was so good,
Oh,
right?
Damn, it was good.
And at 68, I've already forgotten it.
Yeah. So that's why he needs it, you know.
I am retired.
Do you know the story of how we got into motorcycles?
Who's we? What do you mean?
The Bennetts.
No.
All right.
Well, it was
Take it
all
away.
your Uncle Mitch's fault. No, we parents were divorced, of course, and we had there was 6 kids at home, and Uncle Mitch used to walk down to Henry's China House downtown Fort Lauderdale from our house off of Sunrise Boulevard to go to work. He'd work. They had 24-hour Chinese house and right by the airport there, and he would go there and work as a dishwasher, busboy, or whatever. And we could never have motorcycles. That was written in stone. It wasn't going to happen.
From your mom.
Mom or dad?
Yeah.
From my mom. Not going to happen. And now that they were divorced, of course, it was still never going to happen, right?
Yeah.
So on the midnight shift, of course, you get off, just before the sunrise, and he was walking home from, work. And somebody picked him up and tried to put a whammy on him, and,
It was a tranny.
yeah. And so
Uncle Mitch got picked up
Uncle
by
Mitch-
a tranny.
Uncle Mitch
Can
came
you
into the-
imagine?
That's really what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He walked in the door and he looked my mom in the face. He said, "I am buying a motorcycle tomorrow. I am
So
not
that he
walking."
can get to work.
So he can get to work. He said, "I've got the money. I'm going to pay for it myself. I am not going to walk home from work anymore." He went down that day, bought the motorcycle, paid cash for it. It was a little 100. Actually, he's got a duplicate of it in his garage right
Oh,
now.
Christina helped him find
her
that.
father, yeah,
Her James's wife helped
Yeah.
had the bike.
So she
Identical.
identical bike, same color and everything. And so he went and got his motorcycle, and he now had transportation to go to and from work. He was 15. It was the legal size where he could legally drive it, and from then it was Katie bar the doors. I was the next one when I got to be 15. Actually, just before I turned 15, I bought a motorcycle because I was also working, at different places. And I bought a bike. I wasn't old enough to drive it yet, so he asked if he could drive it to and from work because his wasn't working. So I was in the school bus at the school, and here comes Uncle Mitch over a speed bump on my bike. Yep, he didn't take it to school anymore to work. It was my bike, and he couldn't ride it anymore. I pulled the key. But prior to that happening, it got a flat tire. I said, "Mitch, you going to fix the flat tire?" "I didn't put the nail in the road." "It's not my fault. That's my bike with a flat tire, and I can't ride it, and now I'm old enough." No, it got fixed. I don't remember if I just fixed it or if he ended up fixing it. But yeah, so there was now 2 of us that had motorcycles.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mom married Shelby, who's always wanted to get back into motorcycles.
Mm-hmm.
Within 2.5 years, there was 10 motorcycles all lined up in the front of the house.
Wonderful.
Everything. Your dad had a 750 with a fancy custom paint job on it. 750 Honda. It was all in at motorcycles at that point. We'd even get up early one morning and we decided to take a trip down to the Keys on the bikes. Going to go camp out. Got all the way down there and got bored. Still early in the day. We just drove back home. It was for the ride more than it was for the camping. So we drove back home that day.
Well, that was what, like a 2.5 hour drive, probably
Yeah,
from there.
Fort Lauderdale, yeah, 2.5, 3-hour drive.
Well, as long as you're not going to the end of the Keys.
Not to the Key West. We went to Pennycamp Key or something like that.
Yeah.
Someplace down there.
So
Hilarious when we were on that ride too. Your dad?
Yeah.
He was. That day he was on. I think he was on a CB 400F. If I remember right.
he still has one
And-
of those, doesn't he?
Oh, he's got a bunch of
yeah,
those.
he's got a garage full.
Yeah, he's got a bunch. But there was a rain cloud, in Florida, right? You're in the rain, you're out of the rain. That's the way it is. So we pulled over, and he's like, "I'm putting on my rain suit." He had this school bus yellow rain suit. We didn't have anything, of course. He was the gadget guy, right? So he had the rain suit, and he put on the rain suit. We're going down the road, all of us, and all of a sudden you see this little rip right in the side here. And you keep watching, the wind's blowing, and all of a sudden that rip comes up to here. Before you know it, that whole rain suit was like flapping behind him and all kinds of different rips. And we were okay. Yep, you got the rain suit all right. Oh man, it was funny. All kinds of times like that. Yeah.
So my
Oh, that's good.
understanding of the story, and correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe it was the flat tire on your bike where it gets mixed up. But my understanding was Uncle Mitch had a bicycle that he would ride to wherever he was working. And it had a flat tire, so he couldn't take it that day. So he had to hitchhike. And then he got picked up by the tranny. And then he came home and said, "F you, Mom, I'm buying a bike."
I don't remember whether he walked to work and got a flat tire on a bicycle. I just remember him approaching my mom like that and said, "Is it? We're drawing the line right now. I'm getting a bike tomorrow."
So,
That's one.
how long was the whole street bike thing before you guys got into dirt bikes?
Oh,
I think you got into dirt bikes first.
yeah, I think I probably did because Mitch still had the Kawasaki 1000. He was doing drag racing, with the Kawasaki's then. Elaine worked with a girl at the dry cleaners in Fort Lauderdale there off of Commercial Boulevard. And me, Elaine, and her husband got to be, pretty good friends, and he rode dirt bikes. So, of course, he talked me into it. We went to the first race at River Ranch just to watch and see what's going on. I had that Honda 175, the blue one, on an off-road bike with the lights off it, Actually, we got a picture of us on that bike somewhere. And that was, we just went to look at it and see hey, this is pretty cool. We should get into this, It's something. Bonnie had just been born. And wasn't the first race. That day is when we went out just to look at the hair scrambles and see what was going on. I was teaching her how to ride the bike.
Oh,
Yeah. And
I know this one.
she was out. I was sitting on the back of the bike. She had the clutch and the gears and everything going just fine, no problem at all. I said, "Okay, I'm going to let you go out on your own now. We just ride in the park and, the camping area, so to speak, off road." And when she gave it gas, gave it whiskey throttle, went straight ahead into the back of a truck, caught the back of the truck with the handlebars on the side. Yeah, she broke her collarbone. Yeah. She got up, she looked at the truck, and the truck had a big, nasty dent in the back of it. Not from her, from like a car hitting it or something. She said, "Did I do that to the truck?" I said, No. And that was actually, we came home it wasn't a race, but we came home that day from this ride. And we had all kinds of people coming over for Bonnie's first birthday. They were already at the house, by the time we got there, and she had a broken collarbone. She was down for the count. But so at that point, we became friends with them, and I started riding hair scrambles and enduros. I got a 74 Penton Jack Piner 175 with the Sachs engine in it. You get Sachs or KTM engine. I got one with the Sachs engine. So I still hadn't been on the track. I just saw what you could see from the pit area. So I entered in the race. Yeah, that was interesting. I come across a ditch at the same place at River Ranch in Central Florida. There was a drainage ditch, right? It was a ranch, so they'd have cut out where they could channel the water away. And I get up to this thing and I'm looking down. The hell do I cross this thing? Next thing you know, hey! Oh, is higher than me. The bike jumps over it, lands on the other side. It was Kenny Keelan.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy cow, how does that happen? So, yeah, it was many times that when I was racing, Blaine and Bonnie would sit out there in the fold-out chairs and the umbrella and everything. One time, everybody had gone home. They'd already passed out the trophies. Everybody was packed up and gone. It was just her.
My understanding, that was the first race.
That was the first race.
Everybody was gone.
Everybody
and
was
just
gone.
sitting there
Yeah.
waiting for you.
Yeah. She was waiting for me. I got finished and, well, you finished. Okay, I finished. And pretty soon I started having, somebody else. It was attrition is what it was. It was rider attrition. Somebody broke down and I got to be one step ahead of them, or it was them breaking, and hurting themselves. But moved up the ladder. I ended up getting pretty high in the year-end standings because it was really like I said, it was a battle of attrition. So if you could make all the races and finish, you could end up in the standings at the end of the year pretty far up.
Ah.
So that was it.
2009, when I was living up here, or maybe 2008, I'm in B class trying to qualify for Loretta's, and I'm sitting on the line, like resting against the gate because for whatever reason, right before our moto, they prepped the whole track, right?
Mhm.
So as he sees Kyle Keelan, chest protector, and he sees a guy holding the bike, he goes, "Hey, what's your name?" He goes, "Kenny Keelan." So he starts telling him that story about how he jumped over him in his first hair scramble and all this other stuff. And I just remember just being like, "God damn it, Dad. Like, what the you're embarrassed. I have to race this kid right now. Like, I'm trying to make this is at a regional for Loretta's." And yeah, I just remember him like telling him that. And of course, him and Gannon Audette, like they were just on a whole nother level, like racing each other for that. Like they were
Yeah.
first and second. But I just remember him telling Kenny that story. And he was like, do you remember what he said?
No, I don't.
Yeah, he was just like, "Yeah, I remember that. I was young and dumb," kind of thing.
Yeah,
or whatever.
he was young. His dad, Kenny Sr., was riding hair scrambles and racing hair scrambles as well. So, and Kenny wasn't even married, didn't have kids. He wasn't of that age yet.
Yeah.
He was just fast.
Yeah.
And so was his dad. They were, and now I'm sure his son was equally fast.
Yeah, he raced Supercross and stuff for a number of years. Like I've listened to a few like podcasts and stuff where they've mentioned about him in like 05-ish or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did you give up motocross when you wrecked and like broke your? Was it your leg? Or
Leg and my hand. It's not that I gave up motocross, but I never had the edge to want to do that anymore. I didn't need to win, right, to have fun. I went out on the track quite a few times after that, but never.
That was at Dade City, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't that good.
I wasn't.
Well, I remember.
But you know what? I was consistent, and I did win my class by being consistent.
Yeah, you
Same
won
thing.
the 91 Dade City Championship overall series. And then
in the beginner class.
no, you were in C class.
Was I C?
Yeah, I
I thought
remember.
it was beginner.
No, I remember it being C class. Yeah.
Either way.
That's
Because
cool.
I thought that was cool when I was younger. Then I got older and learned that it's C class.
Yeah, it's still cool. Still
So-
cool.
Hey, man, he did it.
did.
I had to get up and go to work the next morning, right?
No, because I remember going to the hospital, and it was like really freaking high up that your room was at, and then
Yeah.
it was like, there's no way you went to work the next day.
No. I'm saying for racing. The reason I didn't get back on is because
gotcha.
I knew I had to get up the next day and go to work.
I got you.
So
Well, that's like me. Like I would not hit a jump at the track the other day.
Yeah.
Like I just would not. I wanted to
Because
so many times. it felt right.
your uterus,
Yeah, it
wouldn't
was
let you.
like tingling. Like,
Yeah,
don't do it.
I'm glad, honestly, because like he said earlier, knowing you when you were younger and
Mhm.
just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
You still had that. I remember
Yeah.
with riding bicycles and other
Oh, yeah.
things and dirt bikes. When
Well,
we
even
were
on
younger.
mountain bikes, like I'm as fast as I can go.
Yeah. So I'm glad that you actually had enough smarts to do that because I was a little bit worried about that.
I
when
can't
I was like, hey, we're
afford
gonna
to
take
get
you riding.
hurt. Like I just
Yeah.
can't. So
Yeah. But I do remember you were out of work for like a year. I think. Yeah,
No.
Honda West. It was because they had to re-break your leg, or was it
Yeah,
they had to re-break your arm?
I had a cast up to here for 3 years because we decided to let it heal by itself, and it hit. It really, the bone was huge by the time it healed by itself.
Yeah.
But when I started to walk on it, it was just a hair off, and it was crooked and putting pressure on the outside ankle. So they had to go back in and cut it, re-break it basically, and then put the plate and screws in it where it was holding it straight. So I had a cast up to here, and I had a cast up to here. This was for about 6 months.
Yeah, the
And
leg
it-
was long.
The leg was,
Yeah.
that's the one that was 3 years. But I went back to work like almost immediately because as soon as I got out of the hospital, I got a mortgage and kids, right? I mean, gotta do what you got to do.
Asshole.
But we ended up having wheelchair races. Right? I had my wheelchair, and we'd clear out the bikes to the side, and we'd go in the one Don Nicolini's office and come out Pat's office. But the wheelchair races were balanced up. You couldn't have 4 wheels on the ground.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the first customer that came in saw me, she says, "Boy, what happened to you?" And I forget what I told her. Bicycle, boat, car, something, some
This
other
is
act.
the story I was
Wasn't going
about
to be
to bring up.
motorcycles, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as soon as I said that, a customer came in and said, "Oh man, I hear you wadded it up at Dade City."
Yeah.
Oh geez. Okay. Well, all right.
so that's
It's-
where we get the fabricated stories.
Yeah,
from.
well,
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah, it's not our fault
Yes,
that we
exactly.
learned to fabricate stories.
yeah. Well, you know what? It didn't
He
work for
probably
me either.
sold liquor at the best stop too.
You know what? For every CR 125 somebody bought,
Got-
what do you got going on here?
What? No, did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Here's some salt. Put a little salt in there.
It was funny because I was in the sales department, of course, and even in the
Put
wheelchair,
some salt on that.
Oh, so that it didn't
from
stick.
all of the repeat customers I had, I still was #1 salesman there. It didn't matter that I had the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Customers didn't seem to mind it. So
Yeah, boy.
no sense in trying to make up a story.
Yeah. So
I remember when you worked at Honda of Leesburg. How long did you work there for?
Well,
He owned it.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
2000 or 94 to 2000, 2001.
Oh, okay. So a long time. I thought
When the
so.
good bikes were out.
I'm pretty sure
Is that
my
when the?
I'm pretty sure my 450 is way better than the shit that we had back then. But
Yeah,
okay.
but the
I
co-
mean,
Sure.
when we were kids.
when were the CRs
time
like
we go
a
in the shop.
pinkish hue?
20,
I
94.
like those. Yeah, those
Yeah.
were pretty fucking. Cool.
So 94 they were the pink. No,
Mhm.
92, 93, 94 they were pinkish.
Mhm.
And then 95 they went to purple and they realized they fucked up and then that's when they went to like Honda red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to go in that back room and watch Jeremy McGrath videos while we were
Terra
up there.
Firma 2.
Fuck yeah,
Crusty
dude.
Demons
And you
of
guys
the
had
Dirt.
an amazing
rigs.
selection of Fox stickers. Loved them.
Do you remember the nudie calendars that were in the back
bathrooms.
bathrooms?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah. Yeah, Dad. You your
of time
shop
spent in the
introduced
bathroom.
us to porn.
That was at Leesburg, or that was at
That was
Honda West?
Leesburg. That was
My
Leesburg.
favorite shop.
I remember taking you like, "Hey man, you gotta come into the back."
Yeah.
Shutting the door and then showing it, and then Graham like catching.
Yo,
us,
yeah,
like,
Graham. Graham walking in on me.
It's random, but like my favorite shop memory wasn't even at like a cycle shop. Although I do still to this day love the smell of all the fresh new tires of a motorcycle store. Like there's nothing like it. But when we would go to Shelby's shop in Georgia shop, they had a Pepsi machine in there, really old school one. And I used to be able to like break the lock to be able to get in and get free pops. That was always cool.
So
Okay.
your favorite memory was stealing.
Well, they would let me, but yeah, they would let me. It was cool. That place smelled like grease. What was it? They
I was allowed to
built
steal.
engines there. Or
Yeah, I
something,
worked
didn't
there for 12 years.
Yeah.
Machine shop.
Yeah.
they? Yeah,
Hmm.
that place was awesome. Now your house down there is near there at all? Or?
Yeah.
yeah.
But the shop was originally down in Pompano. Then they moved it up to Lake County, up to Tavares, and that was 1980.
So before I was born.
Yeah. What was it like for 8 tracks? Like.
Oh, they're still pretty cool. Yeah, I've got one in the '68 Camaro.
So it works.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you kind of touched on this earlier, Dad. Memories of TJ and I starting to ride. Was there anything else besides him scaring the shit out of you, or is there anything that you can kind of recall from that time frame?
Well, wanting to win, both of you guys wanted to win all the time. There was, you had to do what you had to do to win. A lot of times you didn't put in what I thought was the outside effort, right? You had to go work out. You had to exercise. You had to go
That
do
was
all
never
that
a
to win.
thing.
Wait a minute. But if you want to be number one, you got to, right?
Yeah.
But would say, where was I going with that? You had
Big muscle.
What years are you talking about, though?
I know. I don't.
I was more thinking like 50s, 60s days, but it sounds like you're talking
No,
about older days.
Yeah, no, it was older. When you had a CR80, I remember you got tired of getting beat off the line because everyone else was beating you off the line. They just run away from you. So you were,
Wait, what were they doing?
I remember when we were
What
doing
were they
drill, they were
doing?
teaching us hold shots in the room.
Yes,
We were doing
that
hold
was-
shots.
That's the story that I was
That's
going
where
to
I'm
bring.
going.
Oh,
Was it you or me that?
I looped out.
Yeah,
I
one of us
looped out.
looped out. I was like, oh shit.
so what I did is I took you guys to Croom, and where we really weren't supposed to, right at the entrance to the pit. In
Well,
there.
it was the center thing.
I
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
of a memory.
Yeah, it was the
Keep
island
going,
around
Phil.
it, and it was
Yeah.
the only spot where there was really harder ground, or ground that was really more like a starting gate.
Yep.
So, and working with you guys all day how to start in second gear instead of first gear, and even tried third gear and went back to first just to
I
try
don't
and
think I had
measure.
any raced yet at that point.
Uh,
We just pestered you enough to teach us how to do a start.
I seem to recall you
yeah,
having
yeah.
problems with the starts.
Yeah, you.
No, I hadn't raced yet. I know I had not raced yet.
Okay.
I just pestered you enough to teach me how to do a start.
Well, that was an all day effort, and we did it
I
until we
remember
got
that.
kicked out because they said we weren't supposed to be doing hole
Yeah.
shots in that one
The
area.
Rangers.
I'm
came
pretty
out.
sure I
Yes.
gave up after
trouble.
my ass hurt from looping it out and landing on my tailbone.
That's part of getting it right.
Yeah.
That's going to happen a few times before you get it right. No, and at that point I was like, okay, now you've got the desire to do it. Now you've got the desire enough to want to get better at it and to practice at it. Then the rest is all on you guys. At that point, my school days was over.
Yeah, because one of the things I actually have right above the best advice was starts from you, even though I looped out. Because I still to this day can remember, because this was before hole shot devices. So you telling us to hold the front brake to load it,
Right.
to bring it down. You feel the clutch. Like there was a lot of things that I still use today. But everything else advice wise was garbage. Okay? I love your snort that you just let out.
Sorry for ruining your life.
You're
That might suck.
so
Just kidding.
you tell me this, it's the Bible, right? Hey, this is how you do it. All right, that's how I'm gonna do it.
Pulls no punches even.
Um,
Still
no,
an asshole.
because his advice was you go as fast as you can and you just lock up the brakes. You go through the turn and then you go as fast as you can. No body positioning, no technique, no tucking toes in. There's none of that.
I don't
You
feel
just
like the
go as
fucking
fa-
toesen and all that stuff was that
I
when we
never
were
heard that
kids,
till
'cause
he
I don't
told me
remember.
Wait a minute.
He
No,
didn't.
let's straighten this out. I was still a
C
C
class.
rider. Okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
But you were the
If I'm
fucking
only a-
champion.
You were the 250 champ, okay? So what you said went, all
I
right?
raced more dirt bikes than my dad
So
did, and
you
that's where I
tell
was
us
from.
You
that.
owned your own chops.
Yeah, you owned a Honda dealership, okay? What you told me meant something.
You had access to every Jeremy McGrath video ever.
I did.
Yeah.
And actually, a lot of the guys were come to the shops in Honda West, and before the Supercross race, and you'd get to sign their or get their signatures and all that stuff. Yeah.
That's where I got the hat from. I think that's
Oh.
where my dad got the hat from.
Is that no? I got that at Orlando Supercross, didn't
It
I?
could have been. I don't know.
Yeah, I,
mean,
remember that being.
there was a lot
Orlando
of them
Supercross.
all around. I'm just saying they would go to all the stores in the area when
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
when they were racing.
Before
in
they
the
went to
area.
Mons Venus after the
Right.
Supercross race
Right.
in Tampa. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. All right, so
But yeah, how much is a C class rider going to teach you, right? I mean,
yeah, your
but we
legacy
didn't
will
know what
definitely.
B class meant. We're on 80s and beginner class, okay?
well, I for sure as hell wasn't going to hire a professional rider to come and teach you.
yeah, because you're
Ain't gonna
too
happen.
cheap.
How many of those state city classes did you do?
2, and then I
Yeah.
sat on the bench for a lot
Yeah.
and just listened to what they would say or watch videos for what you could find because
Right.
YouTube wasn't around back
right.
then.
Yeah, we didn't have any.
But no, I remember too as I got a little bit older and I started to learn new things, and I was like, my dad doesn't know shit. But I will say, I do recall being told like, yeah, I would get the whole shot all the time. I just didn't know what to do with it after I got it. Yeah.
I got it all the
So
time.
your starting advice was pretty good.
So I taught you what I knew best.
I do have a question.
Oh,
So I think I can't remember when you were here or like when we were talking, but I recall you saying, if I knew what I knew now about parenting, I would go back and change things.
Ooh.
Do you think you would have given him better fucking advice on how to ride?
Since I'm a smarter parent,
Hold on. Before you answer that, I think after hearing all the weed stories, he maybe would have sheltered me.
I would have had a
That
different
would be kind of an important.
from some of your people.
different focus. Different focus. Hey, the reality is that every generation has their own different set of challenges, right? I
Yeah.
mean, you guys are going to have to learn to overcompensate those things on yourself. I'm out of that picture.
Well, to be fair,
All I'm
your
gonna do is
legacy
spoil
was
'em.
your legacy. It's a pretty big legacy as a salesman. You know, like a lot of people know you and respect you, and it was never like, oh, Scott, the champion C class rider. You know, it was, you know, like the guy that really can steer you in the right direction.
Yeah. Well, that's
Aside from racing,
and that's a good legacy to have.
absolutely,
Yeah.
for sure.
Your mom and I went over to Mexico, to Cancun, for a weekend trip that I wanted Helmet House, and she's like, finally, I can get you somewhere where someone's not going to know you. We walked into Bubba Gump Shrimp, and on the way out, the guy says, "Hey, you're the helmet guy."
No shit. That's awesome.
He had just bought a Suzuki dealership outside of Atlanta area, and I went in to see him and started stocking his shop and everything. And, yeah, you're the helmet guy. Elaine goes,
My dad
Yeah,
ever
we
give you any crap about winning a trip from Helmet House? Because he didn't.
no.
Was that a Cancun one that he's talking about?
No.
No.
He won that same trip. There was just, we went in different groups.
Did he?
Yeah, because I left snorkel and fins down there for him, so he'd have
Oh.
something there, because we were ahead of him.
Okay.
So yeah, no.
I don't know if he and Liz ever went to it.
No, I will
Remember
say,
telling me
I'm
that.
not going to say the company I work for now, but at one point he came to come work for them. And I even told him, I said, hey, I'm so tired of walking into some shop or going to some place and be known as Scott's son.
Walking
I
in
said-
his shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, I said, now you're going to come to my world and you're going to be known as Anthony's dad.
Didn't happen, did it?
No, it did.
Did it?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
No,
was
he
known as
had
that.
a good reputation. Everyone knew him. He'd been there long enough and done a
Good.
good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't
So-
a problem at all.
But it's funny
Proud
that.
dad, huh?
Huh?
Proud dad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Why not? Acceptable.
Are we going to hug or something?
only if you need one.
Just
No, we're not a hugging family. We're not going to do that. No,
I'll
but
hear
it
'em
was
crying
pretty
later
funny
on.
to be like, hey, this is how it's going to be, and it was. I was pretty pumped about that. So, but yeah,
Until I got back in the motorcycle industry.
yeah. Then it
again.
went back in the motors, and then I was
After
still
2 years, I got a call. Would you like to come to work for us? You know what? Yes.
yeah. He couldn't handle the stress that I had to. It was fucking stressful.
The reality is, I mean, the helmet house where I was working with, which is where Jim is, was a really, really good company. But I needed healthcare coverage, better healthcare coverage. And Elaine was getting ready to have surgery, and I was able to cut that tie and get on with that company. in time where that surgery alone saved us about $15,000 in deductibles.
Did I tell you how cheap he is? He will literally change career paths to save $15,000. Okay.
It's true.
That's
Yeah.
what I
That's a
knew
family
versus
trait.
what I didn't know. What happens in the future, right? I mean, that's still a good company. But you know, if I needed something medically in the future, let's face it, that coverage is medical is something you got to worry about nowadays.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and then the contribution that the companies do to your 401ks and that sort of thing, all of that has to be a good package in order to make a move like that. But I was sure happy to get back into motorcycles.
Is this where we're getting into the geriatric part of the show? Or?
Shut your fat ass up. He doesn't have to suppose that. He's not that old, okay?
That's the next phase, guys.
I hope you
I'm
do
telling
that
you,
more
prepare
often
for
on
it.
the show.
Right around the
Prepare for
corner
it.
from it, right?
Yeah.
It'll be here before you know it. Been 3 years retired now. Next week.
You
All
should
right,
get
you
back into
can't-
motocross.
You can't say you're retired when you own a lot of the motorcycle schools in North Georgia.
Not a
Okay.
lot. We have one motorcycle school in 2 locations, and it's me and 2 other people that own it and run it and do all that. I'm not saying go into the retirement home. Got to have something to do to keep yourself occupied.
Yeah.
If that keeps me into motorcycles, I'm happy.
Yeah. Well, I will say that like most people that actually finally retire, well, they die like a year and a half later. So you're just gonna have to keep working, okay? Because you're about to buy an RV because
Yeah.
mom's about to retire, and I'm gonna need that to go to races. So
That ain't gonna happen. You can have that conversation with your mother.
What are the motorcycles with like the little basket on the side?
Basket?
What?
Yeah, side cart.
Sidecar.
Thank you.
The Urals, yeah.
Yeah, we need to get Elon in to invest in those where like there's no actual motorcycle beside it.
I've got a 1,000cc Honda at home right now. Me and friends go riding
Yeah,
every
but how
couple
long
weeks.
can you ride that for?
Until I can't.
We definitely need a Tesla motorcycle.
Go buy one.
Tesla motor.
Where's it drives you?
All right. Well, I feel like we've all snuck away and had some potty breaks. He hasn't yet. So how about we play a few? We pay some bills, and we'll pay a few of those things, and we'll come right back, people. We'll wrap up the show after that.
Damn, it's almost my bedtime.
It is past.
Our next segment is brought to you by Hard Knocks Racing. They're a group of dedicated motorcycle enthusiasts. 1998. They're your go-to for Campfire Moto official gear. Soon launch an apparel line of. They excel in crafting all kinds of custom decals, like this badass sign behind me, from custom signs to bus wraps and office customization. In fact, check out this work Anthony did at one of the well-known Japanese manufacturers' office, who will be nameless. They also crafted awards for prestigious events such as the Perry Mountain 24-hour race, Greek Spring Classic, Deka Hair Scramble Series, and many more for local racetracks in the Southeast. Check out hardknocksracing.com or Anthony D'Amico a call at 404-717-48. This show is brought to you by MX201 Track Designs, founded by Matt Shue, a former pro supercross and motocross racer who made a name for himself in the 90s and early 2000s.
There is two, the local favorite from LJ, Georgia, is in third. He was so that he goes down in the corner. He's no longer in third place.
MX201 Track Designs brings decades of hands-on expertise to the motocross world. Matt's racing career took him across the globe, competing at the highest level and learning firsthand what makes a track not only fun, but challenging and safe. Since stepping away from racing, Matt has used his extensive knowledge to help design, build, and manage a variety of tracks in the Southeast. Locations like AmpMX, Highland Park Resort, Synergy Cycle Park. Trust MX201 as he's earned a reputation for creating top-notch riding experiences. Whether you're dreaming of a custom public track, private motocross facility, or even a backyard woods loop for the kiddos, MX201 Track Designs offers solutions that are as unique as your vision. And he'll offer custom solutions that are tailored to your budget. Visit mx201trackdesign.com or call 678-628-4892 to get started on designing your perfect track today. And when you do, be sure to mention Campfire Moto Stories to Matt.
Ah, jeez. All right. Yeah, fine. I tell him to get up to go pee.
Am I drinking all your beers, by the way? Well, I am.
Hey, I need all the help I can get.
Yeah, that's how we get your weed
Trust me,
stories
we're
out.
I feel like an idiot doing that. Like I
No.
only did it.
You drink
Like
what,
I-
once every
I
3
was
years?
worried about once every 2.
It's not bad.
Mm.
I will say, even
Not
even
enough
after the salt,
I need pepper too. S&P is a
It
choice
is
for
some
me.
pepper on it.
Jesus Christ, put some more salt
I'm gonna
on
put
it.
some. I didn't realize this was actually a thing.
Yeah,
So I
it
didn't.
keeps it from sticking.
Wait, I gotta make sure I have enough.
You got it? Yeah. All right. It's not
No,
that kind of
no,
booger
no.
sugar. Okay. So I actually kind of wanted to try to catch what you and my dad were just talking about because I thought that was pretty cool and interesting.
Yeah.
What you guys were just saying.
Yeah, I wanted to mention it. It's just the right time. I didn't want to like be a hog.
Be a hog with it. You're on a Harley now. Okay.
I'm glad that's where I went, not penis joke.
I hate that I'm still getting over this damn flu.
Dude, it's affecting me. I'm so tired all the time right now.
Oh, from COVID 5 years
I
ago.
feel like it was COVID
Oh.
because
You
they
didn't get the
released
shot?
a bunch of shit about like the vaccine right before it happened.
Bunch of sissies. I never got the shit.
I never got
I
the
never
shot,
got
but I got COVID. I
No,
got COVID.
I never got COVID.
I got
I've had
COVID
it a
twice,
couple
and
times.
both times were on Christmas Day. True story.
Maybe we should
I
invite
woke
him
up
to Christmas
perfectly
next year.
fine. By noon,
Patient
both
zero.
of us were
Yeah.
like, we have no taste or smell.
He's like the monkey in Outbreak.
Yeah. It's bad.
All right, so what were you two talking about when we were taking a little pee break there?
So I just, the old days.
Sit up
It's
straight,
almost
take
like
your feet off the couch there, son.
no, he needs that so he can actually.
I do. I
I'm kidding,
support
you're
my
okay.
height, like what little bit I have here. So, you see a lot of photographs like Polaroids and stuff, and in today's world, it's just so different. Everything's LED lights and no vinyl.
LED. I thought they were called LED lights.
Yeah, no more records except for the audio files. But just seeing you guys in your long hair and short shorts and
They were called Daisy Dukes.
Daisy
okay?
Dukes, yeah, and the old
hunters.
pictures. It's wonderful. I absolutely love it. And your stories about the family and big groups of family things going on, and I always loved that when I was growing up, and it almost seems like not a thing these days. And I just wanted to know if you have any stories of like the whole family. Like, how many boys are there altogether?
9 boys and 1 girl.
9 boys and 1 girls. Like
Yeah.
all of you Bennett's just riding off into the sunset with the dirt trail behind you. In which case you informed me that it was more street bikes than dirt bikes, which
Right.
I didn't know. But as far as street bikes go, any similar kind of memories?
Well,
All of you together and just
the motorcycle memories, of course, came in. When Mom married Shelby, and the whole motorcycle thing started to take off again, right? From where it was for us a way of escape, a way to start doing things. For
Yeah.
Uncle Mitch, it was a way to income, right? I
it wasn't because it was the new cool thing to do. It was like, as a family, it really just melded together. You guys became a motorcycle family.
Right, exactly, and that's something that you've got your family things that you do. We happen to be really, really lucky that usually with the motorcycles, whether it's dirt bikes or whether it's street bikes, it's something that the guys will do,
Mhm.
and the women will go somewhere else and do whatever they do while we're out riding or racing, and that became the focus. The reality is we are so fortunate to have like Elaine that got into the motorcycles, right? Started racing started riding the street bikes. Bonnie's got a bike right now, that she rides.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I mean the collectors. Gosh, the collection of bikes that your dad has is unbelievable.
And the fact that Elaine has her own Chrome Z50.
Yeah, she did have it. Yeah. She's got a picture of it now.
Yeah, he sold it.
Probably like the background for her cell phone.
I actually happened to stop into a
I was just gonna say
dealership
that,
about
yeah.
3 months ago.
I had a bunch of bikes that I would rotate when we moved up here in 03, that I would rotate to different dealerships and put them on display. Elsinore 125, 250, the Chrome Z50s, a Goldwing 76 Limited that they only made 2,000 of, things like that. And I would just put them on display. And when it come time to switch them around, I would bring my trailer, take those bikes back from this dealer and put different ones on display at his shop and take those to another shop. Well, I got to the Foothills Motorsports over in
South Carolina. Yep.
Yeah, in Easley, South Carolina. Not Easley.
No, that's right.
Is it in that
Yeah.
area there? And I got there and my bikes were still on top of the owner's office. I'm like, well, I'm going to switch these things out. I don't have a lot of time. And he said, well, let's go sit down. So he brought his checkbook into the office, and I came out with a check big enough to buy that blue Camaro convertible I had, the 68, and he had my bikes. A lot of regrets in that right now. I mean, that's where the C50s are, to answer the question. But
So my buddy Joe and I, that lives in my old neighborhood, we went to a track literally 4 miles from Foothills, and to look at a 96 CR250 so he could do vintage racing, because I got that 96 CR250 as well. And we stopped in the dealership on the way back, and I'm looking at these bikes up there, and I'm like, God, that's familiar. And then I see one Chrome Z50, and I see another Chrome Z50, and I text him, and I was like, hey, I just hit the wrong button. Who'd you sell your bikes to? Because the story I remember is some guy from England bought them.
there's other bikes that people from overseas bought.
I guess I got the stories mixed up. And he goes, oh no, a dealership in South Carolina bought them. So I sent him pictures like, these ones? He's like, yep, those are my bikes. I was like, no shit.
Man.
So for whatever reason, I thought those bikes went to England. So it was the 73 Elsinore 250, and I can still have a debate with people.
Mint.
Aluminum tank versus 74 125 had the steel tank.
Right.
So not everything you told me when I was a child went in one ear and out the other. Okay, I still retain some of this stuff.
Where'd you write it down?
No, it was something cool. You were talking cool stuff to me.
Yeah.
It does make me wonder, like, what stuff B will remember when I tell him.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's hit or miss.
Yeah.
I mean, the things that impact you guys long term that we tell you or try and teach you, we don't know if you really got that lesson or if it's something that's just going to come as a flashback
90% of the time,
5 years from now. Right. But that doesn't make us as parents have to stop giving those those bits of information.
Yeah.
We can't promise the future, but like those origin stories that you have, like they really mean a lot to us, and they're beautiful. They really are, and something we won't be able to replicate. And a lot of people, I don't know who might be listening tonight, but like motocross, street bikes, there's an origin story to it, and
not all of them involve
it's not just
transvestites.
buying it because your friend and then like getting into it and like having some fun. Like there's family history, there's blood, sweat, and tears behind this sport.
And that's really the key to any family success is you all have to have a focus on something, right? Even if it's not motorcycles, the families that go out and swim, right? Father was a good swimmer. Mother was a good swimmer. The child's going to be a good swimmer. That's what you know and what you pass down. So there's different things to be infused in your family roots. We just happen to be pretty lucky that it was motorcycles.
Not ice skating.
Yeah, we saw that earlier.
Man, I think I might have torn my ACL.
Loser. I'm sorry.
Which is funny because as I was saying that, like things that we remember, I honestly think today might be a day that B will remember.
Yeah, he probably
like 25 years from now, he might be like, Dad, you remember that time we went to ice skating for the first time?
Yeah.
Like for whatever reason, like I could see like gears
Yeah.
turning, right?
And as
And what
much
he took to
regret
it.
as there might be from other people, yeah, he definitely had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which also brought another point where he was like giving good advice, where I was like, I remember hearing him give good advice, and as much as I didn't want to listen, I had to listen because it made sense. Because honestly, partially because of James. Like James like forced us to like have like enough intelligence to, hey, somebody's giving you good advice, maybe listen.
Yeah.
And that was like of women to marry. Yeah.
Well, you know,
I remember. Go ahead.
James did give a lot of advice, but it was also not too far off from like. I think he sounded a lot like him, but to us, it sounded more like an adult teenager giving that advice. You know, because he was cooler.
Yeah.
You know, this is more like a businessman giving you advice, like soft spoken and just like it is what it is. But that guy like made it sound like it was a triumphant story to do it right. You know, like,
Yeah, and you have to consider the source too. Sometimes if somebody's telling you the same thing that adult's telling you,
Yeah,
and
oh,
he's a little bit
absolutely.
closer to your age, and you know you take that in as well. Maybe there is something here, you know.
He was
I mean, that's it.
15 years older than me. He wasn't close to my age.
Yeah, but in his statue, where his place was in life
Yeah.
was,
I know, I
moving
know.
out of the house, going to college, getting that job, joining the army, going in the reserves. That all of those things. When that person gives you the same advice that the adult gave you, then it starts to click, right? And things start to click. I can tell you guys are great parents. Both of you are. I listen to how you discipline the kids and say things like that, and I'm like, that's really good. You know, sometimes I'm biting my tongue saying I probably wouldn't say that, but hey, you're the parents,
and
you
you're
know?
on it quite a bit.
And
when
you
I
are too.
When I smack him around, tell him quit being such a bitch.
Motherfucker.
Hey, yeah. What would Ice Cube do? All right. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up on this ice right now? Okay.
No, you guys are gonna have some great
jeez, I
some
hit the
great
wrong
kids.
button.
That's the way it's gonna be. And someday for you, whenever you're ready, or
I'm
maybe
good.
when you're not gonna be ready, right?
Hey, you're.
No,
You know what? Hey, before you doubt yourself, look at all the rock stars. You've got our intro, you got our outro
Yeah,
music.
how about you fix
okay?
the damn title?
No, we're not gonna do
How
that.
about
But I'm just
trying to
saying,
revoke that.
your potential baby mama hasn't been born yet. Okay, if you look at all the rock stars in the world, okay, like Red Hot Chili Peppers, like he's like, what's his name?
Anthony Kiedis?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I knew his name is Anthony because it's a bitchin' name. But his wife's like what, 20? And he's like 70. Like your wife might not be born yet. All right. That sperm is still good for a long time. Okay.
Just incubating over here. Yeah. No, I don't. Hey, no, actually.
There's a reason behind this.
Oh, is there? Oh, please enlighten me. Great. It's always the best reasoning I've ever heard.
So like, there's 9 brothers and 1 sister, right? And they all look kind of, we're all Bennett, look alike, except for that
Yes,
weirdo.
clown.
But like,
Sexy
okay, so
motherfucker
when
is
you
what he's
go
talking about.
buy like a really good purebred dog, like I have a really expensive.
Where is this going?
What I'm saying is like, there's always one puppy out of the litter that is like took on all the prime like DNA, like what they're looking for, and I feel like he's got that really good DNA that like needs to be spread along. Like you're a good looking feller. Get her
He's
done.
got some of Ronnie's dad's weed again.
I just came up with some shit. But no, like this. Come on, brother. You'll be happy if you ever do happen to have a kid, dude. You'll be like, yeah, that's a good looking.
Oh, I have no doubt if I had a kid, that kid would be good looking, but would also be pretty slow.
Like retarded or just like
I'm wondering. I thought I was out there going with
Both.
some crazy.
Both. No.
okay.
I'm good on the making the babies.
Before we went all down this route of that whatever.
It
I
was
was
fun.
actually
It was
gonna
fun
give
to,
him like props for like fatherly advice, where he's like, "Hey, look, you gotta look. They're not all 10s." Essentially, he didn't say it like that. It was basically like, look, you're not gonna find the perfect woman. They don't exist. You just gotta find the one that.
Happy wife, happy life.
What? Come on, Dad, help me out here. What? You gotta find the one that checks all your boxes, or enough of your boxes.
Enough
right?
of your box, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's not
So
a
You're not gonna find.
combination of sexuality
Hey,
and also
if you
like,
if you find
mentally.
that partner that has got every box checked out that you want,
It's a dude.
that should have been the fucking intro for this
And that's how
podcast.
some other family got motorcycles.
Full circle, right there.
Trannies and perfect wife dudes.
you know. I mean, I got lucky. I mean, 18 and 19 when we got married, you can't contribute that to anything except luck. You know, I mean, there's a lot of times that you say, "Dang, why the hell did she stay with me this long?" You know, you just have to keep those times down less. You don't want them to think that long. You know, I mean, the
So
thing
you're
is,
mind fucking them. Okay, so you gotta play the game so they actually think the same thing.
it's a game of life. It's a game of life, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
all right. Yeah.
I wash the dishes. I cook the dinner now that she's working and I'm retired. So I get a burned meal every once in a while. We have to go out and get pizza or something.
You know, I thought my dad was cool, but he sounds like a little bitch. Right?
I'm
Retired.
a little bitch. Like, I chose my wife because of how many times I've been burned by pain in the ass women, and I just chose like a really nice, soft-spoken, just comfortable person I could live with, and she makes me so happy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good for you. How long you been married?
Carry the two.
Pause this.
Hey, look. Florida math, okay? Look.
No.
How old is she?
14 years.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
We actually got, for tax reasons, we got married. We got married at the district magistrate on December 31st because we were told by our tax lady, as long as we had a kid within that year, get counted and get our, earned income tax credit. So we got married on the 31st of December, and then it didn't fucking count. And we went out of our way to make it as fast as possible too.
Yeah, for me to ever get married, I just got to get somebody that likes being around me for longer than a week or two.
No, we've talked.
What's wrong
We've had a
with you?
lot. Steve and I have had a lot of heart to hearts. He's the problem. Yeah.
Really? You don't
Yeah.
seem like you'd be a problem.
The last one, which honestly,
No.
how it ended, she was psycho. But when he was talking to me, he's like, "Yeah, I just feel like I just have to clean up her after her all the time." And
No, crisis management. Yeah, I was personal crisis management all the time.
oh, I thought you were talking about actually walking around after her
that
with a
too.
vacuum.
Yeah, that.
Well, there's certain must-haves,
Yeah,
and if those must-haves are not there,
Yeah, double.
You're in the
Yeah,
right
but as
place.
you get
Yeah.
older, your list of must-haves gets bigger, which is probably why he's saying it's never gonna happen.
I've grown to be more adverse to drama, and
I hate drama.
I hate drama. I
have
don't like drama.
passion.
I don't know if obviously you guys have not been out there in a while, but it is not good.
No, it's
Okay.
not. It's not.
It is a
Maybe
minefield
get out of Florida.
of drama and baggage, and not the good kind that you can kind of I can handle that. It's nuts out there. So you know what? I'm like, hey, I'm
Fish in
good
a
by
different
myself
pond.
until someone comes along that makes me happier than being by myself.
Yeah. As long as you don't close your mind to, ever having that happen.
Yeah.
Just keep everything open for possibilities.
I will say one thing that you gave me advice wise, and I've studied a lot of things, and I don't know if you've been through this. Hopefully you have, because then you're gonna start questioning things. Is you need a break. You need a breakup in a relationship.
Mhm.
Then realize So like
You
Megan and I
never
went through
realize
this
what you have till it's gone.
until it's gone. Yeah. So
I've
he and my
definitely-
mom had that when he ran off to the Marines and then messed your knee up and then honorable discharge. And then he came back and then Megan dumped me for like 2.5 weeks, you know, and then she realized what she had, obviously. So I'm just saying, like,
I
there
think
was
she's
that
still
was one
regretting that.
thing you told me when I was younger,
podcast.
and I didn't really believe it. And then I went through it, and I was like, oh yeah, she needed to go through that. So
And
just
you
saying.
need to, and I needed to. I mean, it's
Yeah, we all need to.
yeah.
Yeah.
It forces you to make adjustments.
So,
Yeah.
what are we talking about? Motorcycles?
No, we're not.
Oh,
we just
okay.
went off on a
Throwing it
tangent.
there,
yeah.
So.
We tend to do that.
So back to motorcycle things, and you were talking about collector bikes and other things. Do you remember the stunt guy that died?
Yeah.
That you got some of his bike? What was his name?
Evil Knievel.
No, that was not
You
Evil
went-
Knievel.
Oh, I know who you're talking
remember?
about.
You got
Yes.
his 500. You bought a few bikes from his wife after he passed away. I think he passed away in Miami doing
Yeah.
a jump.
Yeah, doing a jump into a net. I don't remember his name. He was really, really good. But
Yeah,
Evil Knievel was his icon,
yeah.
so to speak.
Protege or,
Yeah,
or
he
no,
had-
no.
He had all his
predecessor.
His whole garage had Evil Knievel pinballs and you know just everything Evil Knievel.
Yeah.
She went through a hard time.
I remember going to her like house
Yeah.
where the garage was, and there was like a bunch of white CR250s.
Yeah.
At kind of after Evil, and just I remember walking around like seeing all the things.
Yeah.
So I was hoping you remember. I think it was in Land O'Lakes.
Yeah, she lived out in that area somewhere.
Yeah.
No, out in the Lakeland area where she
Was
lived.
it Lakeland?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I really don't remember her name. Her husband's, I don't remember his name.
Todd.
No clue. You could say
Ah,
every name in a book, and I would have no clue.
yeah. I just
Unless
remember.
you said the first and last name, then I would know.
I feel like I'm gonna have to Google this, but I literally just remembered and wrote down stunt guy on
Yeah.
the pad right here.
Yeah.
And that was, and we had the Honda dealership had Leesburg at that point.
Yep.
So that gives you the time frame from '94 to 2000, somewhere in that area. But it was.
Yeah, I feel like he would jumped a bike into a net,
yeah, he
and
did. Yeah.
it just he didn't catch the net and went all the way down.
Yeah.
And I feel like his name was Todd. And
It could have been.
yeah.
I honestly don't remember.
Do you remember the guy named Big Show?
The wrestler?
No. So Power Sports of Tampa, they held like an annual big like event, and customers would come, and they had a horsepower competition. So they'd measure the horsepower, and the guy had a Hayabusa that was like long swing arm and stuff.
yeah.
He was a really big, tall black dude with a Hayabusa.
Yes, yeah. It was the open house at Honda West after they bought it. November of '85, they had the grand opening, and they had
You're
wasn't
thinking of
85, 'cause that
Doug
was a year-
DeMocus.
Doug
It
DeMocus,
wasn't
yeah.
85
Yeah.
because I was not a year old.
yeah, but they had that ongoing number of
Okay.
years after.
Well,
know,
it was
they-
when I moved back, so I mean, it would have been
No,
closer.
you're thinking of the Doug DeMocus Honda
Right.
West days. He's thinking of more like 02-ish.
Yeah, like
Oh.
Honda or like Hayabusa.
It was Power Sports of Tampa at
Yeah,
that
it was
point.
Power Sports of
Okay,
Tampa.
yeah.
Hayabusa, big tall black dude, extended swing arm Hayabusa.
Yeah, they had a what do you call it? Measures your horsepower.
Dyno.
Dyno.
A dyno out there. Yeah. They
Yeah,
had
the guy
dyno
had like
shootout.
200 horsepower, but
Mhm.
I just remember like, you've got that like not steam, but like how you look down a road and it's all like out of a movie. Dude took off and his bike just squatted and he was gone, like out of sight in 2 seconds, and it was incredible. Like, it was crazy how fast it was.
So what I just remember talking about Power Sports after they bought Honda West and they had you as a GM. They were giving away a Sprint cell phone.
Oh,
And yeah, like I don't even think it was a flip phone. I think it was like the old CB radio style phone. And they were gonna give it away, and they were gonna ask a trivia question. And they asked the trivia question, and some guy said the answer, and then he goes, "Oh no, that's the CB blah 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 blah, like whatever the letters are. The answer is the blah blah blah, right? So he got the answer right. The guy that said the answer trying to win it overheard the people talking about what the answer was behind the parts counter, but he forgot the last letter of the bike.
Yeah.
So that was one, like an early 01, 02 memory where I was
So the
just
guy
like,
still lost.
yeah, the guy lost. He
Wouldn't that be
cheated
crazy if
and
you were
still
in like
lost.
Cancun and that guy was like, I remember you. You fucked me.
So the
Oh no,
funny,
I didn't take the phone.
no,
No,
the funny
no.
thing is you did take the phone, but you were too cheap to activate it because
That's great.
Yeah, you were like,
Yeah.
it's going to cost $50 to activate this cell phone. I don't need a cell phone.
You know,
Yeah,
I had a cell phone then. I had a cell phone when I was
I
at Honda
believe
Web.
his story way
at
more than
Honda
yours,
Leesburg.
right?
whatever year it was, I'm just saying,
We all know how cheap our fathers are.
yeah, you were cheap.
I'm that
We
way.
were saving all the money for our grandkids
Yeah.
for their inheritance.
No.
Screw that kid. Yeah, no, we want the money. All right.
Yeah, he
no.
likes ice skating.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, he rides e-bikes. Okay.
What the fuck? His whole life, he'll only know LED lighting.
Yeah. LED lighting.
It's only known.
Dude, when I made the LED light joke, I remember some dude walking into the shop I was working at one time. I was like, "Hey man, I need some LED lights for my Busa." And I was like, "What?"
You had a Busa?
No, the
Oh,
guy
okay.
walked in saying he wanted LED lights for his Busa,
Oh,
and we
okay.
had no idea what he was talking about. And then we finally realized LED LED. Yeah. All right, so some of the final things, unless you guys got some other weed stories,
See
DJ.
if there's-
What do you got on your list there?
Wait a second.
It's unrolling his papers right now.
No, we're good. We're good.
All right, so crew memories. We talked about it briefly.
Segue from weed to mushrooms. Yeah.
All right, so crew memories and how much it's changed. Can you, because you're the one that's been there most recent, can you explain to TJ how it was and how it is now? And I'll try to help with what I can.
Well, I'll say it's definitely a lot more crowded. So they have a lot more rental companies and stuff out there now. So there's like two or three that
There
take
was
over the
rental
Sandpit alone.
companies out there before?
No.
No, there
Okay.
wasn't. Now there
Okay.
are.
Now there are.
Now there are. So
Before the main road?
no, in the Sandpit. area.
You
In the sand pit area?
Yeah.
you
Oh, wow.
can't go on the main road.
Oh, I
yeah,
do
you
have
can't go
another
on the main
story
road.
to tell. Okay.
It's still just as sandy and whooped out as it's ever been. They have a practice motocross track out there now.
In the sand area?
No, not
or-
in the sand area. It's actually in the back camping
Second
area.
pavilion. You know how you would go to the end where it was
You could go all the way
and then-
down, and then it would turn right and then come around. Or left and then come
left,
around.
Yeah. So when you would break off from the interstate
Mhm.
and you go a little bit in between the interstate and the camping area, there was
Okay.
like a pavilion,
Gotcha.
little round circle area, right?
Mhm.
So that next to there is where they have a motocross track now.
Yeah, it's like a little kind of
Which
easy
recently
play
I
track.
had this guy messaging me a lot, sending me videos, and he's like, "Man, I just can't get this jump." And I tried to give him advice, and I was like, "Just go faster." And then finally, I got a message from him, and he's like, "I made the jump from that track."
Mhm.
Nobody here in this room, nobody. But yeah, but he finally made a jump. I think there was like an 80. I would ask the guy if he was here, but I think there was like a kid on an 80 that was making it.
Nope.
I'm confused here. What just happened?
All right. He was
picking on
he
me.
was sending me videos like trying to make the jump.
He was?
Yeah, and I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
just
Okay.
go faster.
Oh, I
Like
got
you, I was giving dad advice. You know, like, hey,
Mhm.
just go as fast as you can, and then brake.
So my dad told me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's how I learned how to swim. You literally picked me up and threw me in Belize's pool. Yeah.
Not Belize's.
I don't know her fucking name. It's Spanish. I don't know. I knew the second I said it.
She's
I was
from
gonna get it wrong.
Guatemala. She's
The
not
second
Spanish.
I fucking said it, I knew.
Belize.
Knew, Belize, you were gonna correct me, and I just like. That's why I think I said it like fast and like slurred purposely.
Yeah, Mark and
Now, we
Belize.
know why you
Mark
slurred it.
Belize. Mm,
Those are mostly
What?
TJ's or Stevens.
the weed guy.
Yeah. All right, where were we going? ADD.
Croom.
Croom, we were talking about the rentals.
Oh, rent. No, just what's different. So
Yeah, what's
the
different?
rentals. We
Rentals,
got. There's
tracks.
actually groom trails from the front to the middle pavilion to the camping area.
Yeah,
They actually groom trails. They have them marked.
they are marked.
What is that?
Yeah.
So, not too long ago, I'm on the cruise, and literally people are getting lost, and they're like, "Where are we going?" I'm like, "Just go this way." I'm like, "How do you know where you're going?" It's because we had 2,200 acres of no marked trails, and you
Isn't that
had
what-
to know where you were at
That's
all
what
times.
Croom was like. I
Yeah.
remember, like, how the fuck do these people know where we're going?
Yeah, you had to know. You had to be able to look up in the sky and be like, "Oh, the sun's over there. I need to go this way."
Yeah.
So
Or find
to
the
this,
fence and follow it.
Yeah, the fences.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
those were
worst
dangerous.
case.
Yeah.
I wrecked on a blaster on a fence so fucking hard one time. Mm,
Blaster with no suspension. Yeah,
yeah,
not
that
not
one.
a big surprise.
Yeah.
No, but I will say, like, I wonder if I can get beat at that point, or your kids, right, where they're just independent because you're just like, here's 2,200 acres, go get lost and try to find your way back. I don't know if B could do it. I feel like he'd just break down.
Or you could do this segues into my random story that I was like, oh, I remember a story. Jason that lived across the street and on the corner of the road.
Still lives there.
He went with us to Croom one time, and I remember he had an RM. I'm guessing because it was all yellow, and there was a whoop section right right along where we were parked, and I was on his handlebars, and that motherfucker was like going for it, and I'm a little kid, scared out of my fucking life so bad, like and. Do you remember him going with us sometime?
No.
Oh my god, I'm pretty sure it was him, but it might have been somebody else. But it scared the shit out of me.
It's probably Uncle Mitch.
No, it was not Uncle Mitch. It was definitely one of his friends. I was like legs over top the handlebars.
Yeah, Uncle
like
Mitch
this,
didn't do dirt.
and it was crazy.
No, dude, that soft sand, he'd sink right down. You'd never find him again.
Yeah, I feel like anything he has something to bitch about, like he's just like won't go around, which is everything.
Uncle Mitch is one of my favorite people, and I
Yeah.
try to explain. He's like Bill Burr,
Yes.
like just angry all the time, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
Like, and to hear him bitch about like his goldfish or whatever's going on in life,
Yeah.
right?
Way the wind's blowing.
Yeah, he's a character,
Yeah.
in which we're gonna cold call him right now.
Are we?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
You'll
We're
never get him.
Let's
You
see.
think?
He's not going to answer
Oh,
the
maybe
phone.
not. Yeah.
9:52.
Maybe we'll
Let's see
get
if he
lucky
answers.
and he's
Your call
pooping.
has been forwarded to
Oh, that's right.
He's
voice.
watching right now and
Yeah.
fucking
No, he's not.
hit
He
that
doesn't,
button.
He doesn't know how to get to YouTube.
I'm gonna
I'm
call him
telling
from the
you.
cell. Hold on.
What number did you call him?
From the show phone.
Oh.
I hope he. And he bitches the whole time.
He knows something up.
They're ringing.
I don't have the wrong number. Answer the call that I'm calling you from. I'm calling you right now. You need to answer.
Your call has been
No,
forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Motherfucker.
I would say have him call, but then he might think it's an
No, because I
emergency.
need a call that's connected to the thing.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
could
so we
hear him
can-
in the mic.
Your call has been
No,
forwarded.
son of a bitch.
It happened.
I just texted him.
We'll see.
I told him
Maybe
to answer
text
the
back.
phone.
I don't like he was out at dinner.
No.
Yeah.
10 o'clock on a Saturday, Mitch?
Your call has
Oh, that's it. No. No, he's calling right now. He's calling me back. Hey,
Here.
pause your TV and answer the call I'm calling you from.
What the hell are you calling me for?
You didn't answer. All right. No, you didn't. All right, I'm trying to call you. Answer. No. Look, I'm going to hit call right now, and then you hit accept on your phone.
I did.
your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Mitch!
Oh my God.
Hey!
Come call the number back.
Maybe he's hitting it at the same time he's trying to hang up with you. Call comes through. Nice.
Here's some of the copper Yankee gutters we installed.
See if he
Wow.
answers again.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I get the right number.
What, Mitch's number?
Yeah. No, I got it right. I got it.
Your call has been
Mother. All right, I'm giving up.
God.
He's calling my cell again. Just answer. No, you're hanging up. Just answer the call when I call.
Put them on speaker.
It doesn't work that way. Honestly, if I would turn my Bluetooth on, I could maybe make it work. It's a lot of settings. I
That's
don't
what
wanna
this guy
do all
does
this.
for a living.
Yeah, I don't know. Just dial the number that I called and then hit 1. All right.
Tony, he might actually try a call and hit 1.
All right. I doubt we're gonna get him, but Uncle Mitch is. He's just a.
He's Uncle Mitch.
He needs his own
Yeah, he's
segment.
Uncle Mitch. I don't know.
I'm going to ask for his opinion on what he thinks about transvestite.
That's what I was hoping to get on. I'm kind of disappointed I forgot to ask that or say I was calling. He's calling my cell again. God damn it.
Can you forward that call to?
No.
Put it on a conference call.
Yeah, conference call, double.
Look, did you see the number I text you? Okay, go to the phone and look at my text and call the number. And then when it says something, hit 1. He just hung up.
He's
Can't-
probably laying in bed
If
naked.
you can add that call as a conference, we get it.
Yeah. Honestly, I disabled like it doing Bluetooth because I'd have people that would call me and I don't want them to call that, so I'd try to get them to call that. So, anyways, because I feel like it's not gonna go through for whatever
Yeah.
reason. Oh,
There it is.
There it is.
Uncle Mitch!
Uncle Mitch.
Why am I trying to hit text 1 when there's no 1 available?
Extension 1.
Hey, so I'm doing one of my shows. I got Steven here, I got TJ, and I got my dad.
You got TJ on your cell phone right now?
Yes,
No,
sir.
he's in the studio.
I'm here in person live.
Yeah, we're
Big
all right
muscles
here.
and everything.
Tell him to go to
And
YouTube.
who's the other guy?
The other
Your cousin Steven and your
No,
Wait,
nephew.
brother
Nephew.
Your nephew.
nephew
You're
Steven
Oh my
fine.
God.
and your brother Scott.
Oh my God, I'm so confused right now. Anyway, so I understand TJ, and I got that, and I got Scott. The other one is
And Steven, your nephew.
It's a me.
Steven.
Jim's brother.
What do you mean?
Or Jim's son.
It's so late for you old people
my
right now.
God, now I know where I
This is my
rank.
nephew, Steven. Anyway, so where are we at right now?
Well,
Stage 1, 2,
Steven's
3, 4?
really good looking, Bennett. We've gone over this.
We're on a podcast.
Okay.
You're live on the YouTube right now.
Okay. So I'm not really alive. I'm like half sleeping on my couch.
Are you naked?
And you got TJ. What difference does that make? Of course I am. What's TJ? Are you talking to TJ in the other line?
No, I'm here in person. I took a vacation down here to
I
Atlanta.
think I need to send him a picture or something.
Oh my God. TJ is one of the most nicest people that I've ever worked for in my entire life. I love that guy.
Wrong TJ, I bet.
This is your nephew, not the guy you work with.
Tim's son.
Oh, okay. Well, then fuck him. I don't know who that guy is. It is what it is. I don't know what TJ.
Damn. You know what? Let's go back to this part where you actually liked me.
Right?
So,
I don't like anybody. Never have, never will.
Yeah, well, I know that's what brought this whole thing about calling you up was about.
I knew that was coming up. I
think the only thing we talked about that you liked was goldfish.
Remember your goldfish named Sushi?
Goldfish. I had like a 5-year-old goldfish from an old girlfriend, and her son got some kind of carnival somewhere, and I brought him home and I took care of him, and then we split up. And I tried to take care of that goldfish for like 5 or 6 years, and he ended up dying on me. Anyway, how do you know all that?
because you forgot to peel the pea.
I did. I forgot to peel the pea when I looked online to find out how to take care of them. The pea was frozen. I should have taken the skin off of it. That guy dived up in the bottom of the fish tank and swallowed that pea. I tried to pull him out of the fish tank, pull the pea out of his mouth, and then throw him out, and it still didn't work.
All right, so we talked about the early stages of the Bennett's motorcycle careers, and
Okay,
you're
yeah.
at the start of it. So TJ has a question for you.
Yeah, so you're like the legacy of the whole Bennett's and motorcycles thing.
I did start this a long time in 1972. And you know what I have sitting in my garage in the backyard? A
That bike.
1972 LT2 100 Enduro.
Your first
The
bike you
first
told mom you were
and
buying.
First motorcycle I ever owned.
Mm-hmm.
Are you interrupting me?
Might have been intentionally, but no. Let her rip.
So that's the first motorcycle I ever owned in 1972.
Mm-hmm.
It is not the same bike, but identical year, make, and model of the one that I had in 1972. I love that bike. I drive it around the neighborhood on a regular basis.
Is it still way too big for you?
Hello?
30 seconds more from now, I'm going to hang up on you. But no.
So what I want to know is before you re-got the bike that you had before, did you also get picked up by a training?
Picked up by what?
You don't know the story? The famous story that you
When you were
started-
walking home from the Chinese house from work,
No.
and you
What
got
was the
picked
name of
up Henry's China House.
Yeah, Andrew Tony House. My friend of mine owned that business. His brother-in-law owned the business. I used to work at Broward Motorsports, which is right across the street.
Right, and you were walking home from work, and somebody picked you up and tried to put a macon on you.
Ooh, who knows that story?
Well, this is your brother Scott,
We all do
not
now.
some other Scott.
Where did that come from? Because I had that guy drop me off a block away from my house at a friend of mine's house, and as soon as he left, then I ran to my house, and that's when I ended up with a motorcycle. Who knows that story?
I do. This is Scott.
How would you know that shit?
Because it's famous.
How we all got into motorcycles.
I remember when you went into Mom when she got home and you said, I am not walking to work anymore. I am going down to buy a motorcycle.
Exactly.
And you went and got the
I
bike. And that,
telling that to anybody else.
well, that's okay. I told it. You told it to me. I told it to the world.
He just remembers it.
I had the guy drop me off at a friend of mine's house. As soon as he left, I ran over to the next neighborhood, which is where I live. Got back home and I told my mom, I'm never going back to work again. Let's have my own transportation. She said, well, okay, what do we need to do?
And you said, I'm going to go buy a motorcycle. I've got my own money and I'm going to buy it.
1972. Yeah, and I have one sitting in my garage right now.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad your younger brother remembers it just as vividly as you because we got to hear all about it.
I didn't know anybody who knew any of that shit.
Well, Scott does. Hey, I have a question. Do you have any like funny stories about Scott and riding when you guys were younger, or vehicles, anything?
Actually, you know what? I do not, because we weren't hanging out as buddies, driving around, racing on the weekends or whatever. That stuff never really came to mind. I had a whole group of my own friends that I go drag racing with on Friday and Saturday nights.
Your 1000 Kawasaki?
LTD 1000 and 1000 LTD, and my buddies had Yamaha XS 1100s, and a lot of them started putting, but carburetors.
His memory's so good, but so bad.
My turbocharger started being a big thing after that. But listen, I had my share. I got pictures all over my house of stuff that I used to do. So
this man's been in the Guinness World Records, okay? 9 people?
I did have the first year I took out my drag bike that a friend of mine built for me over in Vero Beach. First year I took it out, won Junior Pro. First year. I was pretty impressed with that. I was pretty happy. I mean, I told him that I wasn't going to be able to drive it because I wasn't regularly, depending on drag bike, I was on street bike. But you go to drag bike and you hold a 2-step on it and you hold it wide open until the green light flashed and finally let's go. Well, first year I went out, I won Junior Pro first year. So I was pretty impressed. Awesome. I was happy with my friends for doing it for me.
So how many people were hanging off of that motorcycle when you did the Guinness Book of World Records?
There was 9 of us. The world record, people on a wheelie doing a drag race. Yes, that was 9 people of us.
Wow. Was it 9 big people or 9 little people?
Little people.
No, well, there was 9 people. I didn't ask them all how much they weighed, but that was in Lakeland, I think it was. And I was the guy in a blue and white road racing suit that I had on the right hand side. So you'd see me on that side when we were doing the video. But it turned out to be a bad situation. They didn't do a very good job of filming everything, so we didn't really care at that point.
I do remember that. It was like supposed to be a big deal, and then when like the Guinness Book TV show came on, it was like 15 seconds.
Yeah, that was very, very disappointing to the rest of us. We tried to do the best that we can, but ended up, and they didn't process anybody's name. They just showed us doing it. So I did it. I was there, and that was fine. Melissa and I spent the night in the motel. That morning went to the airport landing area, and we went out there and did it. And they probably recorded it 2 or 3 times, and that's fine. It is what it is. Now I would have changed the whole thing, but made it a little more professional. But back then, who cares?
So you got no embarrassing stories of my dad? Come on, Uncle Mitch.
There's no professionals, no names listed on all the people that were there. It was just listed as who was driving the bike? I can't remember.
He wants to know if you have any interesting stories of me on motorcycles. Hello?
I don't have any interesting stories on myself, let alone somebody else.
Well, we're kind of reminiscing on the good old days, and you know the Bennetts have a legacy of riding dirt bikes and mainly street bikes, and you know you were the big brother and brought it all to them, and we're just kind of wondering if you have any stories of all of you guys just
It's been
Some type
it's
of
been a
big
very
family
long
thing.
Time.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was drag racing and racing people back in the late 70s, early 80s, LTD 1000s, Yamaha XCS 1100s. I mean,
You what?
I drove them all.
Well, do you have any
And-
Big Brother stories? Or anything that maybe your mom didn't like that you were doing motorcycle
My
riding
mom
wise?
didn't like any of it. She just let us do what we want to do. She never questioned us about it. But
I can remember a story my dad telling me about Mitch taking a girl on a date and saying, "Hey, the car next to you is kind of close. Careful, open your door." You remember this one, Mitch?
I have no clue. No.
Yeah, you took her. You
Neither
took her
was
to
that.
dinner. You took her to dinner, and she was on the passenger side. And you said, "Be careful not to hit the car next to you when you open the door. We're kind of close." You had the silver Pontiac Firebird, and she opened the door and she banged that.
That was a freaking long time ago. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Remember, she opened the door and banged the car next to her. So you held the door, let her out of the car, and then you got back in on the driver's side and left her at the restaurant.
No, I do not remember that at all. What was her name?
I don't know. You never got a second date.
Bob.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me if I left her there and told her not to do it. Anyway.
Yeah, we're not surprised either.
Wow.
Not at all.
Well, either way, Uncle Mitch, you're one of my favorite people, my wife's, TJ's, and Steven. Mainly because you're just so blunt and just like fuck it attitude, and I'm going to say what the fuck I'm going to say, and fuck you if you don't like it.
It's funny that you know me well enough to know that I would say that just the way I feel like saying it. And you have to deal with it. That's simple. Where do you know me from?
You're my
He still
uncle.
doesn't know who the fuck's talking to him.
Hey, Mitch.
Oh my gosh.
Mitch, you remember when you borrowed my blue and white Yamaha LT2?
An LT2. I got an LT2 sitting in my garage right now.
Oh no, what was mine? Mine was what was my bike called? Your father's got one now.
Oh my God. Mine's a
LS2.
1972 LT2 100 Euro. It's green.
Yeah, but remember my blue and white bike, and you rode it to school one day, and I was on the bus, and you did a wheelie over the
Speed bumps.
yeah. Oh, you remember that, don't you?
It's finally fucking registering.
I can
Holy
believe
shit.
that it happened, but I don't remember it. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, you did a wheelie over the speed bump in front of the school, and I was on the bus right next to it when you did it. You remember that?
No, I do not, but I'd love to be able to remember because it feels like a pretty good time for me.
Do you remember when you got a nail in the back tire and it was flat and you told me it wasn't your fault? I should fix the tire because you didn't put the nail in the road?
Why would I say that?
That's so you though.
So you.
I bought a new tire too. Back then,
Yeah, it was $275 for a tube. He can't afford that. Fuck you. He didn't put the nail in the road.
Are you at Anthony's place?
Yeah, we're on a podcast. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be there in like 4 hours. I'll be right back.
Is that going to give you enough time to change your depends? Got
What?
nothing on that one?
What'd you say, Mitch?
He just shits wherever.
What did you say?
I don't want to say it again. Sorry.
No, say it again.
I said it's not going to give you enough time to change your depends.
Is 4 hours going to give you enough time to change your depends and drive up here?
No, oh hell no. It took me 8 hours to get up there. I said it took me 2.5 hours to flight.
Oh man.
Oh my God, so many years, so much stuff that just happened. It is what it is. I survived. I took care of the people that I could. I did the best that I could. I'm still in the business. What are you gonna say? I'm still involved with motorcycles, other than the fact that 2004, I got involved in a motorcycle accident. in a drug-induced coma for 11 days, 32 days in hospital, and 6 months at home with a nurse. So I don't deal with that shit anymore.
Well, no, it's all good because we're just calling and reminiscing about the good old days and really appreciating what you guys all did and the fun you had.
That too. No, I appreciate it. I've been there, done that. I
For
do,
sure.
like I said, I do have my 72 Yamaha LT2 100 Enduro sitting in my shed in my backyard.
Still have the RC car track?
No, how did you know about that?
So
We all knew about
when you
that.
built it.
Running my RC car.
That's funny you said that because I was getting ready to mention it.
I had two dump trucks dump over some Georgia clay in my backyard, and I rented a bulldozer. My girlfriend comes down, sees me in the backyard moving a bulldozer around, moving everything. I said,
Sure was a skid
don't worry,
steer.
shut the
But to
shut
him
the
it was a
door.
bulldozer.
His girlfriend's a skid steer.
Call me when it's done. I did have that for a long time. I did RC cars for a long time after that. Of course, there's a place to put your beer, there's a place to put your radio.
Amen.
The RC car stuff.
That's right.
That was fun. That was good stuff.
Well, my kid just got his first real RC car for Christmas this year, so we're gonna need you to build the track back again.
Did you get it hooked up for him?
Yeah.
He charged it up. Is he okay with it? Is it too mature for him, or what's the?
No, we just turn the throttle down. It's good to go.
And he loves it.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
So you got to build a track, and we'll come down there.
You got to send me a video. Just see how he's doing. I thought it was a little overkill for him, but what the hell? I think you can probably teach him anyway.
Oh no, we've got it connected to his glasses. All he has to do is look where to go, and it goes for him.
Track, right?
Yeah, so nowadays kids have it connected to their glasses, like TJ is saying. So they're just like, Meta, connect to my RC car, and then he just drives it like a real car.
Yeah, all you have to do is look where you want to go, and it goes.
I'm telling you what, those electric cars and electric motorcycles, like I said, they're so impressive what they can do with that kind of stuff. We saw one today. That guy had no clue what was going to happen. There's all kinds of modes to put that in. Actually, Anthony, when I drove Anthony's first motorcycle like that, electric one, I was caught off guard to the point where I couldn't control it. I had to bring it back.
He's thinking RC car.
I didn't know how to control the power deliveries. There are like 2 or 4 different modes. I wasn't prepared for all that, and he was ready to let me just jump on it and go. I'm like, holy shit, I'm going to kill myself.
Thinking of somebody else.
But I love that guy.
What kind of vehicle was it? Was it an RC car or dirt bike or what?
I don't have any. I don't have anything right now. I'm looking to buy another BMW. I've had a couple of them in the past, and
You still have a license?
No RC cars in the backyard. No nothing. I do have my LCD 100 Enduro from 1972 sitting in my garage, which is not the same bike that I bought, but exactly the same year, make, and model. I have that, and I'm not going to let that go. Other than that, I'm still looking for something else to find myself to get into, get involved with, and it's got to be another BMW.
What's the bike your dad's got? The Trials bike? That's what Mitch needs.
TLR.
Yeah, he needs a TLR 200, the Reflex.
You need a TLR 200, okay?
Yeah, the Yamaha?
Honda.
Honda. The Trials bike.
Yeah.
No, I don't want any of that. I want a BMW 335i, 335IS, or even an M240 is what I'm looking for.
Cloth seats, right?
Which is a car, not a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had 4 of them already, and I want another one before I die. One way or another, I'm gonna buy another one. I do it tomorrow. If they weren't so expensive, they weren't being so ridiculous in the prices, I would have bought one already.
It's a sick car.
All right, Uncle Mitch. Well, we're going to wrap up our show, but as we got to bullshitting, I was like, we got to get you.
Are you freaking kidding me?
No, you're on the show.
You just realized it?
Oh,
We've been telling you the whole time.
Yeah.
I'll send you the link.
Man.
You can listen to it.
He did just wake up.
Oh, listen, I'll talk to you tomorrow, and I'll give you the real truth about the story.
No, we want to hear it now.
Well, then we got another half hour. I gotta
No. Whoa.
What's the best story you
Mitch
can
needs his
tell
own
right
show.
now? The best one.
I'm just kidding. No, it's all good. I'm already retired. I'm retired for 2.5 years. I'm still working only because my job pays me enough money to stay there. My house is paid for. My car is paid for. I don't owe anybody nothing, and I still like to
Just in
work.
case the
I still like
ladies
to
are
do
looking.
my job, and corporate takes care of me to take care of them. So it is what it is.
Amen.
All right, Uncle Mitch. Well, we're going to jump off and we're going to wrap up the show. We all love you, okay?
All right, I love you too. And listen, tell the wife and kids I said hi, and I'll talk to you soon. Love y'all.
All right. See
Thank
ya.
you, man. Have a good night.
I regret him answering. All right. Well, I feel like we've pretty much mostly gotten through all the stories that we're going to get through today. Unless you got some more on your notepad there,
No,
or
I'm
you
good.
got some more.
Well, I'm just happy that I don't have to explain anything to Elaine. That's all.
Yeah.
What do you mean explain it to her? You,
I
you
don't want
started
to. I don't
it.
want to go home and have her say, "So, what was that you said?"
She's not going to watch it.
Yeah.
I was a little worried when I first started this about my wife getting to hear some stories. And I was like, I realized after the second one, she's never going to listen to this. So I just went all in.
Yeah.
So screw it.
Yeah, we all
That's all about.
And honestly, there's a few stories where I've told, and then I text him like a few days later, like, "Hey, so did you listen?" He's like, "Yep." Yeah, I know you stole your mom's RT 1150, and we're jumping ramps with it. So wasn't sure if that was stuff that you would remember with that.
Mm-mm.
But all right, well, we're gonna wrap up the show. I've got another sponsor that I need to play a show with. No more yawning. Oh, actually, all right, before we get to this, one thing that I always talk about with the show, and this one thing that started the show, is my bike's getting stolen.
Mhm.
Did you guys hear about Caleb Russell and his bikes? So Caleb Russell was like a, I'm just going to throw out a number. It's probably not right. 8-time GNCC champion from KTM. So
That's a lot of bikes.
all of
Oh,
those,
shit.
all of these,
Oh,
and all of these were stolen
Wow.
from him in his garage that butts up to his, like where he sleeps. Like there's, if you just look up Caleb Russell, it's like Kailub Russell.
is this insurance fraud you're saying or what?
No. So the interesting thing about this whole thing is he had all his bikes stolen right after he posted one of his friend's bikes for sale on Marketplace. I don't know if you guys know about XF data. That's something I've actually looked into and like trained people in my work about.
Mhm.
Because using XF data, you can find out if somebody's sending you a bullshit picture. So let's just say somebody's tearing apart this motor and they say, it needs this. And you say, send me a picture. And then you can look at the XF data
And find location.
and find out dates and location.
Yeah, you can. I do
Yeah.
that when we do photography. I delete all that.
So what they pointed out, or he pointed out, is that he posted his bikes for sale.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had this break-in. I had just posted my bike for sale a week before my break-in.
Oh.
And the bike, or the truck that he described, is eerily similar to the one that stole 3 of my
Really?
bikes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's interesting to hear that and to find that out. So I actually have to post a bike for sale. I'm going to make sure all that shit's deleted.
You can.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But the problem is, if you post it on your marketplace or your Facebook, they can look at other pictures that you didn't delete and find that shit.
So you just have to go back and delete.
Or you just need to make sure you're not set up to where people want to break in and steal your shit.
I
But-
would go through both because you never. I mean, some people are just hungry.
Yeah,
They'll
but
do what they gotta
to
do.
think about that many bikes there. All of
And
those
not
were
getting
gone.
caught in the process.
Yeah, he said that some guy was driving by at like 5 a.m.
Yeah, they're
like on their way to
professionals.
hunting and saw somebody loading up like 3 pickup trucks. So yeah.
It's
Either way,
crazy.
one of the things I want to do with the show is to like educate people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
So how do you get rid of that XF data?
There's apps.
yeah,
There's apps so you can do that.
So you got to buy an app to do that job.
Yeah. So, well, you don't have to buy it, but like I can click on any picture right here. Well,
it's the one you eat and shit.
picture.
High sighting.
See information right here. Look at
Uh-huh.
this. So it says front camera. It gives all the information of the camera. That's a lot of shit that I delete. Then it gives you the actual like where it came from. Especially on cell phones, it does that. And that information actually doesn't come up, but if you pull it up on certain programs, like it just shows you all of that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, because I use that at work to like call out dealers that are bullshitting me. Because you ask them for a picture of something, they'll go find an old picture of something that was similar, and I'll just be like, "Oh, well, that picture was 3 months ago." Like, "Oh, fuck!" Like, yeah,
Huh.
yeah, you fucked up. So,
Wow.
yeah, it's
I didn't even know that.
you're supposed to be the tech guy in the family at this point. How do we know
Hey,
this
there's
shit?
a lot of
all right?
shit I don't know.
Oh, you're
man.
the audio guy. All right. Which also,
I make things sound good.
whether you listen to the show a lot or not, my cousin Steven is what's the band?
Califactor.
Yeah, Califactor. So he's the intro and outro music, but he recently informed me 7 months ago that I have the wrong title in the intro, and I
And you still haven't fixed
purposely
it?
not fixed it. Yeah, just to piss you off.
So if you
Right,
just
I'll just call
simply open it
copyright
on
on
a
it.
Windows
doomed.
computer first, then you can just simply go to details, remove properties.
Okay.
That's one of the easiest ways because on your phone you have to like open up an app.
By the way, it just brought to light that even though they're criminals and they're gonna break into shit, they're gonna do things, there's a way they can figure shit out. So,
Yeah.
as much as a lot of the stories have been brought up about people falling for somebody, hey, meet me here, I'll give you $200 extra, and then their bike disappears. No, that's a whole nother level of people
No,
using
I
technology.
yeah,
against
I
them.
saw a lot of like audio gear, and there's red flags for me, like people that are wanting to come hear the speakers beforehand. I'm like, I'm not interested in people coming to my house that I don't know. Sorry. And then they'll try giving you a spiel about like how great of a person they are or what they're involved with. You know, I work for a
But
company.
that's a
that.
lot of red
But
flags.
it's like
yeah,
it's like no, like I just don't. Nope.
So either way, I feel like I'm gonna play the last little ad that I got going on, and then we'll play B's moto story that he made earlier, and we'll wrap the show unless you guys got anything else.
Oh,
Speaking of B though, like that was his first time on his new bike on a track or what?
Well, yesterday, yeah.
Yeah. No, he did pretty good. You know, to be
He
expected.
could do better.
He can
Yeah.
do better, but I mean on a big track like that. But I bet like
No,
tomorrow when he
honestly-
rides, he'll do better.
I told him on the way home, and I think you were listening to when I told him this. I was like, B, I've told you you're not ready to race these tracks.
Mm-hmm.
He proved to me by riding that track.
That he is actually.
Yeah, he's actually ready. And I can't remember one of you I've told it. I definitely think I've told you. So my whole thing has been to tell him no till he's like 12 to 13. No, I don't want you racing. No, you're not ready. No, 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 no. Because that's what this asshole did to me. And all it did is make me want it more.
Mm-hmm.
And so still today, turning 40, I'm still racing actively, right? Never give it up because he told me no. What was one of the things that you said? I don't want you racing because it's so addictive. You're going to want to do it all the time. And I remember telling you, no, I'm not. Just let me race. And you're like, no. You made me more addicted to it by doing that, right? So that was my
that your
plan,
intent?
just to tell him no. So what happened, what had happened was, is my wife went to the track that we're going to tomorrow that you can't go to because you have to arm wrestle guys. That's weird.
Real
And
thing. We love holding each other's
whatever.
hands.
We're not talking about that. So Megan's watching him ride, and she's like, "He's really good. I think he's ready to race." And I was like, "No, I don't want him to race till he's like 12 to 15. Like, I'm just gonna keep telling him no, so he wants it." And she's like, "That's bullshit. I can't believe you of all people that race all the time, you go and do this." And I started going, huh, by me telling him no is telling her no, which now makes her want to go to races. So even though I still put up the front, you heard me say,
you're winning.
I said, I still don't want him to race after I gave him like props and said that he can go race tracks like Johnny. It's like, I'm not telling him no. I'm telling her no. So now she wants it more. So all the mind tricks
Psychology.
that this guy played on me that backfired, I'm using them against them.
Did it backfire though?
Well, the thing with there
Yeah,
is
it
a
did.
difference between racing and practice. Like in racing, you acknowledge that it's a bigger thing. You know, there's trophies at the end. There's big checkered flags, and what he might need simply will be the fact that it's a race and there's a guy in front of him, and he has to keep up with him or go faster than that guy. And in practice, he might know that, but not actually care. But in a race, it might actually mean something a little bit more.
It does.
Yeah, it
because
does.
he is very proud of his 8th place medal that he got. Yeah. I think it's 8th place.
All right, wrap this thing up. I'm ready to go to bed.
Murder She Wrote's over.
Yeah,
By the way, I feel like we all will say we appreciate everything that you've done for us. Dad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to have done it. I'm glad to have been able to be a part of your guys' past. Hopefully, to be an influence in your guys' future. There you go.
Absolutely.
That was terrible. That was a terrible speech. Yeah. I don't like
Oh,
it.
it was okay.
Simba, you are not.
Simba.
Or Mufasa.
All right.
Mufasa.
We'll wrap this up. We'll end the show. Play the last little thing. I did have mechanical little tips, but we're past that now. So
Later, y'all.
yeah, we'll
Drive
see you
safe,
next
Bonnie.
year. Oh yeah, Bonnie said she was gonna listen.
There you go.
They
Now it's time for some awesome tech tips.
Transform your comfort with Innovative Mechanical LLC, specializing in HVAC service for residential and commercial properties. They provide expert installation, maintenance, and repair. Their certified technicians ensure top-notch service, whether it's conditioning, heating systems, indoor air quality solutions. Serving Georgia since 1999, they prioritize customer satisfaction with prompt, reliable service at competitive rates. Routine maintenance to emergency repairs. Trust Innovative Mechanical LLC for all your HVAC needs. Give them a call at 770-726-7407 or visit innovativemechanical.llc.com to schedule service and parallel comfort today.
Why share a little story? Maybe your first time riding your E5 yesterday or something, or you can just make one up.
I'm making one up.
Right.
Once upon a time, me and Frankie and Penny were out in a racetrack, and I kept crashing, and Penny kept going to the front of the bike so she could avoid falling off the back. And Frankie was on top of my head. And every time I told Frankie she pooped behind me so other riders would slip. And then that was right before the finish line. And after we went in the finish line, when we were in the air, Frankie just like spraying poop everywhere.
Like a hippo. You seen how hippos fart for poop? They just take their tail and fling it everywhere.
Also, sometimes rhinos do that too.
Do they?
Yeah.
I could see that. People don't know who Penny is. Who's Penny?
I got her on Christmas Eve, and she was in a box that was just moving, and I saw something inside trying to like bust through the wall.
And what'd you get for Christmas as well?
I got
No, the dirt bike.
and I got the dirt bike, a big dirt bike.
What?
An E5.
There you go. And which is better? What was the best present you got?
The penny.
I'm a kid.
You wanna talk about a leap of faith? I have got started in the darkness. With cups and rolling dice, we gave no fucks, now you think twice, yeah. And when this whole thing slower, felt like it was trying to shake us. Held on to what we knew. It could try, but it never break us. It could try, but it never break us. Talk about us coming, like we can't function on this level. You laugh at who we are. You're the joke that's taken too far. Stop watching over. We won't take a step. We just keep getting closer.